Howdy, folks. Welcome to Courts of Everest, our original D&D campaign. I am Joe Treff, your DM, and I'm a little off-center, so I'm just going to fix that. This evening and most, and joining me are my very goofy friends, Matt, Vincent, Tina, Kara, Hannah, and Alana.
Hello.
We're going to do some D&D tonight, but before we do, we played Mosaic Team 5 last night. That's the first of our announcements. It's our original Starfinder campaign. We ended it mid-combat. There's a lot of stuff going on. You can see that when it re-airs on YouTube at Alberon RPG on Sunday at noon, followed by this session at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also have Instagram at Alberon RPG, and yeah, I think that's all we get now. Oh no, next week we are not going to be playing Starfinder because Thanksgiving in America, and so that's what we're doing. However, on our YouTube at Alberon RPG, there's going to be an original one-shot run by Kara. Kara, tell us more about it.
There's food, there's hunting, there's cooks, there's cooking, and there's murder. It's great.
There's
a little murder.
Yeah. No, so definitely tune in to see this cooking and very seasonally appropriate one shot. That is going to be on next Thursday. And then that is all the announcements that I have. And so, Cyrus, no, because we have an introduction now.
Oh, enemies.
And welcome back. So, let me go ahead and put us into our recap here. Let's change the music to something a little more appropriate. That's some smooth jazz for the recap. Wandering Hearts, last we played, you melted into the ruins of the city. Some like butter, and others like lead, evading the fire giant who sought you. Valis went off to noisily find a place to seek refuge, with Minka in panther form stalking along behind, to supervise. Valis found a map, though it was labeled in giant. Ori, Alina, Rez, and Athorian met up and took a more central path, before Rez informed Alina from their eye-in-the-sky position that Valis was wandering. Hesitantly, you chose to follow. Cheshire, meanwhile, with a blank canvas of a city in front of her, set about graffitiing the ever-loving shit out of every surface that she passed. Billy followed, meandering through the city. And the pair ended up overlooking the narrow pass that leads to the gate to the central path that you are all trying to infiltrate. There, Billy asked Cheshire about streams, to which Cheshire responded that Billy may want to get hers checked out, as it looked disgusting and led to an orb that winked out of sight as soon as Cheshire perceived it. It was around then that you heard a giant shouting, which ended up being not just a giant, but a giant astride a T-Rex, guarding prisoners in chains by the entry to the central shaft. As you planned, one of the badly injured fire giants arrived to take the prisoners away. You argued over helping them or not, but decided ultimately to leave them to their fate. You tried to sneak to the shaft, but in traditional Wandering Heart fashion, were spotted. Astride the T-Rex, the fire giant jailer closed the distance remarkably fast and began to strike you with his chains, trying to snap Valis in half, but finding the phase step to be hard to compensate for. Alina took to the sky using Eldritch Blast and Healing Word from beyond the fire giant's reach. Minka took the form of an archer and proceeded to attack the darkness, missing all but one shot, including a duo of guiding bolts. Cheshire took cover with Athorian, who later ran to different buildings that seemed to catch his eye. You were able to slow the T-Rex, keep Billy alive, and confuse both the fire giant for a time and its T-Rex mount. Billy, per tradition, you tank the fight alongside Valis, though you were ragdolled multiple times. But it was Ori, ultimately, who took a turn and a half to ascend a tower before finally taking advantage of a perfect sniper's post and unloading heavily damaging sneak attacks from above, killing the fire giant and Cheshire, following soon after by detonating the T-Rex's eye directly over Minko. Thorian returned with the pale vestments of heat brought from the visitor center, gave them to all of you, and after a little bit of looting, you proceeded to the central chamber where Ori and Billy decided to stand right in the middle of the platform and challenge the fire giants to a fight. The steps began to descend until there was only a platform for all of you to stand on. Hesitantly, with some varying emotions, you eventually all made your way to this platform and began to rise, and that is where we begin this evening. Give me just 1 second here.
Cheshire, did you put your fireproof garment on? Okay, good. Did you?
Yeah.
Did you? Everyone say it out loud.
We all put it on. We all put the thing on. It's now been said on the
So there are 4 of them.
Yes.
So who has them?
Ori, Minka, Billy, and Cheshire.
Excellent.
Val has the shield.
Yeah,
He's got the shield, and Alina has her winning personality.
Tabard of fire resistance.
Just put Rez in front of the most vital spots.
Rez is no more. He is dead.
Yeah, Rez is down.
Oh no. Oh,
So,
yeah.
As we're rising, Billy uses her.
hold.
Never mind.
Everybody will have a chance to do something
Sweet.
before you go up. Just moments ago, this entire central chamber was formed from separate pieces of stone that rise up like giant platforms on pistons. After all of the steps drop to the bottom, forming the single platform, you begin to rise. Ori, you had seen an opening in the wall through which a glimpse of the churning pyroclastic storm outside could be seen, but as you rose, a fire giant slowly moved a boulder into place, sealing the door, and above you, as you were rising, you saw those boulders being shifted into place until there was just this central shaft of stone and the stone platform beneath you. You were rising at a rate that you would imagine you are going to reach the top within about a minute. You each have a chance to do something. It doesn't have to be just one action, but it has to be one vague kind of idea or concept. So, Ori, what are you doing?
Ori's getting ready for whatever happens because at this point there's nothing that Ori can do until we get
You're out of spells, that's true.
I don't have anything. I'll be prepared to start fighting if it comes to that, but I don't have a scroll or anything, and if I tried to steal one right now, I think I'd get killed.
Are you going to have any weapons in hand?
I'm going to have my crossbow lowered and kind of like at the hip but ready to grab.
So you lower the crossbow, you have that ready to go. But Valis, what would you like to do?
I'd like to take out the sending stone and activate it so I can speak to Hearsome.
Absolutely.
So
you see the little symbol on the stone flash for just a moment. I love that. And suddenly just lights up and you can hear, yes.
Hello, Hearsome.
Hello, Valis.
We're on our way to...
Just open the mouth.
We are on a rising platform to face the leader of the fire giants. We've killed about 3, passed by about 3 or 4 more. We're a bit wary after a couple of battles, but we're gonna speak to them, and it may come to violence. If you do not hear back from me within the hour, assume us to be dead or captive to the fire giants. And should you send more, let them know that diplomacy was exhausted.
That's a grim assessment, Valis, but I will warn you surely. There's a moment where you can kind of hear this hesitation, and then he says, Valis, it is important for you more than most to get these beads. They belong to somebody long before they belonged to the Char-Hearted King. Good luck.
Where are the beads?
Sun goes dead.
Okay.
Click.
All right. Cheshire, what are you doing?
Kind of oriented toward the back of the group and humming.
Okay. You hum. free action, but absolutely you do it. Billy?
Around a fiendish figure
Okay.
for some temp HP.
There you go.
And then unfurl the scroll and start reading.
Okay. So Billy places a hand upon himself and instantly just shifts into this slightly more, almost hag-like form. You take out the scroll and you start reading. That's how we all do lingo. Not a sponsor. Alina, what are you doing?
I mean, Alina doesn't really have much to do. So she knows that she doesn't have enough time, but at a loss, she's going to go over to, like, I don't know, one of the edges and just start drawing the ritual circle, and maybe an hour will pass. Maybe she'll be able to read some of
maybe this is going to slow down really fast right at the end.
No, like, she knows there's no point, but she has nothing else to
No
do.
worries. So you go down and still, you have flight activated, but kind of getting down on the ground for a little bit, you start to do this ritual. Minka, what are you doing?
She instinctively goes to, like, hold on to her, like, staff that she doesn't have anymore. And instead just kind of, like, doesn't really know what to do with her hands. And so she's kind of awkwardly, like, sitting, like, this and trying to figure out what to do with the shield in her hands, and just like awkwardly shifting around for the next minute.
So Minka just doing Minka stuff. No problem.
While we're ascending, I want to look. I'm looking over at Billy as she's reading the scroll, and I'm gonna look over. What's Alina doing right now?
She's, like, drawing runes on the floor with a piece of chalk.
I'm gonna look over at Billy and I'm gonna say, "Look, Billy, I know things are not the best between us, but the fact that I'm not taking that from you right now should mean at least that I trust you to some degree. So please, I don't intend to die here."
You rise up, and as you do, you can feel the temperature already hot begin to rise further. Are any of you doing anything to kind of decrease this temperature? I know we have 4 people who are wearing the vestments of heat, which are these heavy wool garments. We have Valis, who has a shield that provides heat resistance, and you feel like, though it is immensely uncomfortable, it is not hurting you. Alina, you have fire resistance?
Nope. Alina's just like,
Before you even get to the top, you can feel like it's getting hot to the point that you may be starting to take damage just from the ambient temperature pretty soon.
question.
Answer.
My amulet of fickle cold, I remember it being cold to the touch.
Yeah.
That's still true?
Yeah.
All right, she's holding her amulet of fickle cold while she
Okay.
draws with the other hand. Just every once in a while, like, touching it to her face, you know.
No problem. And it
better
feels
than nothing.
good. It feels
Yeah.
very good in here.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, probably not going to shield you from the actual physical damage that he can do.
Just reduce the discomfort ever so slightly.
As you reach the top, you can see that you are in the mouth of this volcano. The platform rises level, and then the last 10 feet rise about 10 feet up behind you. And so there are, if anybody's standing near the very rear, actually, Alina, your ritual rises 10 feet up, and you are about 10 feet above the rest of the party. But you are now in a field of lava. And just because it would just make it easier, would you guys like some visible perspective?
Yeah.
This is a big one.
Oh boy, it's a biggin.
Does Ori know that Alina has the other school?
Yes.
Yeah, but he was real mean to her in the last session.
He was real mean to everyone.
He was, but that's true.
Rory was kind of a dick last time.
No, but he's got reasons. He's a
I
sad
don't know
boy.
what that is. It's been here for so long, but I haven't
Oh,
thrown
it's
it
a
out.
connector for terrain.
Oh, that makes sense.
I always put those like little things.
I feel like this is here for you today.
Oh,
Just in case. No, I'm saying, like, if you have one bad roll, then
have the
I
tail.
got this.
Okay. It's thematically appropriate. That's Ari's trash can. Okay. For bad dice.
I'm letting go.
Players take the map.
It's fine.
Wow.
Oh boy.
All of this is bad.
What a great place to die.
To see more of this, go to alberonrpg.com or the Instagram at alberonrpg.
The Instagram.
So have a TikTok that is sorely neglected.
TikTok. Don't go to that unless you have one. Then do it. I don't give a shit.
Our TikTok has exactly 1 subscriber, and her name is Hannah.
You pull level to the sort of area here. And so, for reference, the stone that is around the edges here symbolizes the beginning of the walls that rise up and up and up to about 180 feet, give or take, to the surface, though it is jagged around the edge. And then above you, you can see swirling black clouds, and every now and then this strike of lightning above. And there's little bits of soot that fall down here. The lava field is expansive. I want to briefly pause to let everybody know a little bit about lava. Alina, as you are rising up and you are the only person who has no resistance to fire, where you are standing right now, should you get any closer, you imagine you are going to start taking damage.
And where exactly are we standing again?
So you are all in there, and actually, Alina, you would be up on one of the little elevated areas, yeah. And then the rest of you can place yourselves wherever you want along that stone platform.
Do you know off the top of your head roughly how far it is from where we are to here? Less than 120 feet? Can anyone kind of... I can count it.
You'd imagine it's pretty close.
Is that them their laser pointer?
Which one? I have mine here.
About them their other one.
And their other one is, I think, them there's missing.
So we can be on any of that back?
It's
If you have not played lava D&D before, lava does more damage as you get closer to it. And as you get especially close to it, it can provoke exhaustion, and it can do so quite quickly. So this is something where you want to be very mindful of that. And then, of course, stepping into lava is quite bad.
Yeah, don't do it.
For all of you who do have these vestments of heat, they do provide resistance from fire. They are not magical. And so you would imagine, should those touch lava, they're gone. For what it's worth.
Question. Are we all up on that elevated part? Or
No.
some
No,
of us
we're all
low?
down.
You're down on the bottom part.
I'm definitely
At
up
least
here.
Alina's
Everybody
up there,
else
but everybody else can be kind of wherever they want.
Put me down.
Yeah.
As you reach the
I like to be
I'd
down,
like to
please.
also be. I would like to also be down.
Okay.
And when we get to the top, I think Minga's gonna take a deep breath and then stop breathing.
Yeah, absolutely. The heat is oppressive. The fumes feel very toxic, and as you breathe in, the heat hits you almost like a physical creature, and it's less.
There's someone else there.
Yeah, no, that's good.
It is exactly 120 feet from where I am to where the...
Billy
You'll
would.
be in front.
I was gonna say Billy would want to switch places with you so that she's.
You pull level with the sweeping volcanic landscape of magma and stone. The smell of volcanic gases hits you very hard. And you can see, not very far away from you at all, a massive fire giant with 2 huge shields. And you can see the openings on the front seem to lead down to the bottom. And already you can see the bottom is beginning to kind of lose a dull red glow. And you would imagine he can probably heat these shields up at some point. All the way across, beyond an area where lava is kind of seeping down and dripping back in, there is a elevated section close to 60 feet up in the air, and here you can see a huge fire giant. This guy with a crown, you can see a huge axe in their hands. I wasn't able to finish painting them. I apologize about that. They're going to look really cool, and they have a lot more gold to them than the other fire giants, and so they would look very kingly. But
If the crown didn't already indicate kingliness that Joe lovingly painted,
all
and we
fire
can
giants,
see.
all fire giants have crowns, for what it's worth.
Oh,
But,
really?
Yeah. Pretty sure. At least all mine do. Okay. In Alberon. So
All kings.
you can see all this. You can see at this moment the one with these 2 shields kind of puts them almost like a wall in front of them and forms this 20-foot long just wall of steel with these jagged spikes that stick out. They grit their teeth, but the individual all the way on the very back stands up. Billy, are you currently able to speak?
Yep.
Okay. So, thundering out over everything, you can hear them say, "Who are you?"
In Ignis?
In Giant.
In Giant.
I still comprehend language.
There you go.
Billy kind of strides forward out of the group, draws her sword, and as she does, she lights it aflame to kind of strike a more impressive pose. It says, "Honorable fire giants," in Giant, of course. "We have fought through your most venerable guards and handled them nicely. We have turned our backs on Gorjut and survived. We have felled a T-Rex on our journey here, and still yet you have not captured us, despite coming ever closer through pitch and flame. We have come to test our strength and yours, and find it delightful."
Make a persuasion check. They look a little confused.
It's a 25.
Woo!
You're too far away for guidance.
"We are the Wandering Hearts, and we have come to offer you your homeland back."
Above you, you hear murmuring. Even at this distance, you get the sense that up above, in this storm, there are other fire giants watching. Though there are just the two that you can see here, you have an audience for sure. And that has caused some conversation to start. And you can hear, as you can understand what is happening, you can hear people just say, "Arjan wouldn't do that." And you can hear him say, "He's already let them escape before." And just different things kind of going back and forth. But he looks at you, and when you say that, that certainly captures his attention. The other one, who is closer to you, growls out and just says, "Raise the lava and finish them already." And the fire giant king just says, "Step forward, you." And the axe just points to you, Billy.
On the map, where to step forward for Kara's purposes? Are you not?
They're just pointing an axe.
Okay. Billy is going to look down and see that there's like kind of some rock face here, and she is going to attempt to jump down.
Can I, as she does so, Elena's gonna be like, "Billy, I can fly. Do you want to like carry you up there?" Carry? Oh wait, no, I'm gonna burn up. That's okay. I'll do it anyway. Or are you gonna jump into this onto this rock surrounded by lava?
While I'm standing here, I want to just like get a lay of everything.
Make a perception.
Can you fly back?
Yeah.
And if you are able to, Billy would want you to fly like around that and onto that platform and leave her there.
So Alina's gonna like pick up Billy, fly her to.
How high up are you flying?
I'll rise up like 20 feet in the air and come around this way.
Okay.
And where did you want to get dropped off?
Platform. That way you can just go
Platform here?
around around the big lava tower.
And I understand I'm going to be taking some damage here, and then I fly all the way back around to my ill-conceived, partially done ritual circle.
So, flying within 20 feet. Give me 1 second here. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw, please. Even as you like lift Billy and you take off from the platform, instantly within about 15 feet, you feel the heat is unbearable. You can feel your hooves begin to kind of almost, they feel like they are full and beginning to swell. The marrow itself beginning to react to the heat. What'd you roll?
6.
You take a level of exhaustion. And you take 7 points of fire damage. You travel 15 more feet. You travel 30 more feet.
Oh, shit.
You travel 45 more feet. Please make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Please don't drop Billy in the lava.
This wasn't well thought out. 10.
It's 20 feet above from where we were, so that's technically 40 feet.
Are you flying higher now? Yeah, you're going up, right?
If I start to feel myself, I mean, I will fly higher if it means that it feels less bad.
How high are you going?
20 more feet.
There you go. Flying 20 more feet up, just elevating up. You can hear the one behind you now and below chuckle a little bit as you have to avoid the fire. You take no additional damage, and you would imagine as long as you stay about this height away from the lava, you will be okay, but you are already exhausted. And with some relief, you can put Billy down if you want.
I do. And then now knowing how far away I have to be, I'd like to fly back at that height.
There you go. So put yourself in a flying stand just to remind that you are staying up there. For what it's worth, 7 minutes have passed. Alina. Billy, you are dropped off on this platform. This individual, no, you have 3 minutes left, right? 10 minutes?
No, you told me before we started that I had 5 minutes left.
It's 7 minutes total right now. So 2 minutes have passed now.
3
It's not
minutes.
5. So you have 3 minutes left, I believe, right? 10 minutes total for fly?
Yeah.
You had 5 minutes, 1
So
minute.
you're at
one-
7 out of 10.
You used.
Oh, 7 out of 10. Sorry. Well, I thought that was kind of bullshit that you were like, it's been 7 minutes for this 1 second conversation.
No. I'm just keeping you, aware of the fact that you have 3 minutes left.
Thank you.
So this individual just leaps up and just lands in front of you. Make a strength saving throw.
Billy falls to her feet, most likely. Yeah, it's a 5.
You are just knocked prone. You slide and you are right at this edge of this platform. I mean, Billy, you can feel the heat. And in fact, where are you?
At the edge of the platform?
No.
From where you are, you can hear above a little bit more clearly, and you can hear one of the fire giants just go, "He should just raise the lava and end them already." And you, hearing that, you can see the fire giant's eyes flick up for just a moment. He snarls just a little bit, but then he looks at you and says, "What do you know of our home?"
I have heard tales of an army in the north by the mountain range. And I have seen the dragon flying in the sky over the blackened forest. I know the invaders have taken your home. Or they have encroached on mine. And Billy gets a little bit more haggish
Okay.
as she says that.
Make a intimidation check.
I think it's just pulling on her face, just like I am. And she's just like,
The screen painting.
17. Okay. Give me 1 second here. I have my notes mixed up.
It's hot in here.
So
The time for jokes.
this individual looks at you. Here we go. Okay. And says, "How would you stop a dragon? How would you stop a dragon host? They drove us away. Look at you." And he just gestures down to you, who are like picking yourself up back to your feet.
Billy, like minor illusions, an image of the tunnel system from the volcano, and like points towards like the lava tube formations, and says, "A frontal assault is not always the best choice, but it is a wonderful distraction for smaller, tinier pests to sneak through, as we did."
So you will sneak through an army.
We have snuck through and dispatched one by one before.
He looks, and you can see this individual kind of like menacing over. Are you guys doing anything, by the way? Is this guy is kind of like edging up a little closer?
I was gonna ask, can we all hear what's being said?
I would say probably not. Over the sound of like the lava kind of crackling and everything, it's hard to hear in here, especially with now the rising voices of the giants that are above. But I would say every now and then you're getting like a few words.
Okay, so Alina's gonna like return down to here and just where everybody can hear her when she catches bits and pieces that she understands because of comprehend languages. She's just gonna try to keep everybody up to speed, at least to the extent that she is. Yeah.
We also have the aid of troublesome archfey who lend us their power when need be.
You
And
don't
others.
know, do you? He stands up and he says, I know you. I know your kind. The dragon employs them as well. You think you can stop hags, dragons, the entire legion that Gracial Duneth has put together.
I can very well try.
If we build his ships, he will leave and return to his own land to fight. All we need to do is finish them and wait.
And he will leave. Leave you alone. Leave you to your own devices. Does he not hunger for more?
He will die in the jaws of Fazarak. No dragon has ever overcome him. And now that the Blue Tyrant has risen, they never will. You have nothing for us. He like stands up all the way. Is anybody else doing anything?
Tyrant.
I mean, I was looking for. I rolled a 25 perception. I was looking for hidden passages or escape routes or anything.
Looking behind you, there is an elevator that rose up to bring you here. Looking up, you can see 180 feet, jagged bits of stone that meet the pyroclastic storm, and that is where the opening is. If you had brought dragonflies, you could have dropped in from here and just entered actually right here. But the
Damn, that's crazy.
Wild.
it would have been real tough. That would have been that. I mean, that would have been crazy. But aside from that, the only thing that you can really see is a little bit closer than the very top, maybe about 160 feet. There is a little shelf, and you do see there is at least 2 fire giants that are up there. And these individuals have weapons. They look like they are ready to jump in.
Okay. Up on the. Like, up left over there somewhere.
Over off closest to where Hannah is right now.
Okay. Like that little archway ridge.
Like if they were to jump down, they would land on that platform right there.
Cool. Okay.
But they would be dropping 160 feet to do
well,
so.
given that Ori doesn't know what the fuck is going on and this guy's menacing, I'm more prepared to fire my crossbow.
Okay.
Billy,
Just looking on edge around and also standing up so I can actually see what the fuck's gonna go on when we inevitably have to not get killed.
while they're doing that, Billy looks up into the rafters at where she assumes the other giants to be. And what of those who follow you? Do they also desire to build ships and hide in this mountain?
Make a persuasion check.
Well, this is what Anming is going to think about whether or not she can become over here.
Okay. No. CR is a little too high.
Yeah, I know.
With a 23? Okay.
But she can become a giant lizard.
You hear some murmuring, and I would say that you can hear, again, this individual up in the front that you had heard say before that he had let them escape, just says, he would not be weak again. And they kind of like murmur, and there seems to be this kind of subtext that this individual has let people go before, and there is this perceived weakness there, and he probably knows that. And you stand now in front of him with very little to offer. Mm-hmm. Is anybody else doing anything?
Can I ready in action? If I see the king of the fire giants go for an attack? Because he's got a big ass weapon, right?
Yeah.
Does
so
he look like this?
He does look like that. He has a huge axe. The axe he's holding in one hand, and it's kind of on his shoulder. He pointed it at Billy, but then he's using it almost like a scepter.
Right.
As he stands up and he's like looking down at Billy, you notice that he doesn't hold the axe like he's ready to swing it. His hand goes up towards his neck. And there you can actually see there is a string of beads, one that is made of black amber, one of purple green jade, a cracked yellow diamond about the size of like a human's head, a piece of ivory, and a blue diamond bead. And these all just kind of hang here. And he touches these.
With my 25, would I have noticed the prayer beads on his neck? Okay.
So I'm gonna ready an action if the king appears to make a move to attack Billy, either with the axe or like if he's gonna pull something off and throw it, something like that. Eldritch blast, pop, pop, as fast as I can.
So if he does what?
If he becomes hostile toward Billy in an attacky kind of way.
Okay.
It's like, I think he already is.
No, but like if I see him go for an attack,
Okay.
for what I perceive to be an attack.
I'm gonna hand Alina a piece of candy.
Minka's gonna observe
What's going on?
geological
This
space.
will protect you from fire for
can each check.
only 6 seconds, but you're the only one here without.
What are they saying?
Oh, you also might be able to throw a fireball. I'm not really sure.
It's volcanic rock.
Tuck it into my pocket.
Billy, this individual just plucks one of these beads from the necklace. Are you attacking?
Not yet. What's he doing with it?
He takes this purple green jade bead and he slowly kneels down. He takes the axe and inverts it so that he can use it to lower himself. And he slowly holds it out to you. And as it gets closer, it's about this big compared to you. But he holds it and he says, I suggest that you help us. And he casts suggest, and we can roll for initiative. Billy, can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom?
Yeah.
17.
Second here.
I tried, y'all.
I thought it was
That was good. Incredible.
I thought that was really
For
good.
what it's worth. So in this moment, right as we were rolling into initiative, he takes this, he holds it out, and he says, I suggest you help. And as he crushes this bead and it splinters into just points of light that erupt into you, it just goes through you. And you don't feel, you have felt the suggestion spell before. This doesn't phase you. It's relatively low level. But everybody go ahead and roll for initiative. I'm going to change the music.
Free action retort.
Yeah, you can retort. Say something.
Don't you know how it works in the Feywild? You need to offer something in return. We're gonna put the mending spell away. We don't need that.
To mend the situation. All right.
I don't think that's how the mending spell works.
That was so.
Okay. So,
Yeah, it was amazing.
anybody natural 20?
That was a really good speech.
Oh, I have to roll initiative.
In my notes,
That was
it says
great.
Billy gives a dope speech.
It
Yeah.
was hella dope.
All right. Anybody 25 to 20? Ooh.
Oh no.
Okay. Anybody 20 to 15?
19.
15.
19 for Minka. I believe Cheshire has higher dex.
All right. I gotta find this.
What's your dex, sorry?
For my
20.
dex is 19.
20. Okay.
Oh, where's the
I rolled a 15 though, right?
Yeah, I rolled a
Oh,
16.
my fault. Cheshire.
To myself.
15 to 10.
14.
I can't.
What is your dex?
14.
Okay.
And I got a 10.
Okay.
Where's Palace?
6.
Oh, baby.
Okay, so the way that this works out, The fire giant who is closest to all of you is going first. Of
course.
Minka is going second, then Cheshire, then Ori, then Alina, then the king of the fire giants, then Billy, and then Valis. So Billy, unfortunate kind of placing in that.
Yeah, I'm dead.
How many more minutes of flying do I have?
You have 2.5 minutes left.
2.5 minutes? In combat time, that's nothing.
Yeah, you're good. I mean, it's kind of good that you flubbed it early on, so that way it didn't run out. I was hoping it was going to be a longer interaction, and then you guys would lose the concentration spells, but it works the way it
Okay,
does.
but I still gotta be careful because if I'm like flying over lava for like, 10 rounds and.
So that piece of candy will give you Investiture of Flame for 6 seconds.
Alina, if you want, you can go ahead and make your Eldritch Blast attack because you have that held.
Please. Alright, 2 Eldritch Blast. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. Alright, we got a 12 and a 22.
The 12 misses, the 22 hits.
Nice. Here. That's gonna be 7 points of force damage and 3 bludgeoning.
Excellent. So 7 points of force damage. That seems to do the full amount of damage for what it's worth. Anything else, Alina? Or no, sorry, that is just your held action. So that brings us to this fire giant dreadnought. This individual is going to. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's great. So they're going to take 10 feet of movement back and then run and jump with their shield lowered, and they're going to try to drive both shields into Ori and mash him into the wall.
Oh boy.
So Ori, could you go ahead and make a strength saving throw?
Aka died by mashing too. That doesn't seem fair.
Oh, you're getting the same numbers that the people last night got. Does a 32 hit?
Yeah. This is the worst because I can't find the D20 to the Ori dice, so I'm gonna
Oh no! Would you like to borrow this special one that you gave me?
What are you looking for? Just a die?
the D20 that's in this.
I think I might know.
You take 21 points of bludgeoning damage plus 5 points of piercing damage, and you are pushed for the rest of the move, which is 10 feet. You are hit into the wall, and you take an additional.
Is that a different attack?
No, it's all part of the same attack.
Okay, cool. Because I'm gonna uncanny dodge this.
Wait, did you make the strength check yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh, sorry. Then do that.
Is he next to me?
I'm gonna fail it. It's like
I don't know. You told me.
I can't see.
Yes, he's right next to you.
Oh, it's right. No, it's not
so
fast
I'm
enough.
taking it.
So yeah,
Uncanny
he
Let's do it.
drives this into you.
11.
11. You are mashed into the wall, and you take an additional 12 points of damage.
Okay, so that's 37 total.
Correct.
Halved.
To a total of 17?
18.
18. There you go.
37 to
Yeah, because 36.
math. Yeah.
So, thank you very much. Appreciate that. He drives the shield into you. Hey, there you go.
That's not it.
Oh,
That's not it?
Oh wait, yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, it is. Yay! Okay,
die with
cool.
honor.
Just to
He
get it
drives
right
the shield
there.
into you, and then pulling it back, he's going to swing the shield again. That is only going to be a 18 to hit.
18 does in fact hit.
Or you are going to take. Ooh, he's rolling bad though.
That's good because I'm almost dead.
You are going to be taking 14 points of bludgeoning damage plus an additional 6 points of piercing damage. They pull the shield back and they begin to drop them almost like they're about to dip them into the lava. But that is their turn. That brings us to Minka. Cheshire, you're on deck. Minka, you go to try to grab Ori and he is just driven away from your reach and mashed into the wall and then pulled back and then mashed again. What do you want to do? This fire giant directly over you.
Well, I'm going to use a 4th level spell and hope this works. I would like to cast Elemental Bane on the fire giant.
Okay.
And I would like to make it so it loses its resistance to fire damage.
And this is a saving throw?
Yes.
What kind of save?
It's first Constitution.
It's Constitution. Okay. That is going to be a 29.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. They're pretty hardy boys. As you go,
Yeah,
you
I
try to
figured,
cast and like
but I was just
pull
like-
away, and as you touch them, it's like the little element that you touch does lose its fire resistance, but it's like a little foot square. It doesn't really do anything. Anything else, Minka?
I'm going to bonus action. Bonus action.
Oh, is it just the
Fucking-
look of like?
It was a great look on you.
Bonus action.
I'm trying to figure out which form to take. Probably just fucking chalice form.
There you go.
Yes, we're all gonna.
You see
get
behind Minka,
fucked up.
the like archer begins and then just sinks back down. The chalice comes out. There you go, chalice form. The area fills with starlight, which competes with the magma for glow. Anything else, Minka?
Since to cast Elemental Bane, I needed to actually like breathe. I'm going to re-inhale and stop breathing again.
You begin to hold your breath. That is your turn. That brings us to Cheshire. Or you're on deck.
Stop. Unsettling Ones.
Okay.
That's -8 on the next saving throw. And hold person, that is a wisdom saving throw.
This is on the Dreadnought.
It is.
So -8 wisdom save.
-8.
-8 is going to be a 2.
He is paralyzed
Hell
for the duration.
Very, very nice. What is the duration?
Up to a minute.
To a minute. Love it. All right. So if somebody wants them paralyzed on him,
Give him a hat.
anything else, Cheshire? This individual drives you into the wall, Ori, pulls back, drives you again, and when they're about to again, you can see next to you, Cheshire just goes, and it gets within inches of your face and then just freezes.
Oh, so it is like that Omni-Man gif where he's just
I don't know what you're talking about,
Wailing
man.
It's just wailing
That
on
is
this,
going
like-
to be Cheshire's turn.
Correct.
Ori, what would you like to do? Alina, you're on deck.
bonus action disengage off of the wall. I like
It's paralyzed.
peel myself. Oh, I guess just peel myself off the wall then. Am I in base contact? And is
Yes.
there space that I can like not be in base contact?
At the moment, you would have to go all the way around it to the other side. It should be pushed up against the wall. So there is a 5 feet like closer to you. You can go.
Let's see if I can move this.
You can go through here.
Okay, cool. Can I climb up to the like that side area? To the
From the base level platform, that would be an athletics check to climb. If you got up to something a little bit higher, you might be able to do it for free.
is there anything higher from my previous perception?
Not especially.
Okay.
You can see like exactly like here. This is a little higher, and you might be able to make a jump. There is like this little stone step. There are a bunch of different ways.
All right. So could I do? Let's see how much. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bonus action dash. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
You're gonna run through the lava, or are you gonna try to run and like hop over the lava as you go?
I'm
Cool.
gonna try to like.
He's gonna Legolas it.
Yeah.
So you're gonna move, bonus action dash, and then action make a bunch of athletics checks. Essentially,
Oh,
one
it's athletics checks. Oh, if I still have to make the athletics checks, I'm just gonna climb on the way that doesn't make me go over the lava.
Oh, okay,
So I'll just take the normal like.
do it. Make an
climb
athletics check.
Climb this wall. All right, that's a 17 plus.
17
20.
is 17 is more than enough.
Cool.
You can leap up and haul yourself up to the top of this, taking advantage of the fact that they seem to be frozen just inches from where you were.
Yeah, but like,
Like here.
is there actually a wall there, or no? Up
Yeah.
against the wall.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
wanna
like the
go-
cave wall.
So I don't want to fall off into the lava. I would like to stay in an area where if I get
I got you,
pushed,
yeah.
I don't fall.
That's a good idea.
And then, was that a bonus action to take the athletics or an
Action.
action?
Skill check action.
Bonus action, I am going to use my insightful fighting.
Okay. looking at this individual, I mean, you can see there are plenty of weak spots. The armor is not.
Against his deception.
This is a deception.
Yeah. So
You can see behind him there are quite a few empty spaces. His deception is
19.
8.
Cool. Okay, so it takes effects
So yeah, I mean, you have advantage on your next attack, and you can see as his
for
back,
the next minute.
as his back is turned. I mean, you have plenty of places to shoot.
You know you had advantage.
It's not
right?
advantage. No, it's a different thing.
It
Where
gives
I can
some
use
sneak-
my
it gives some
sneak
sneak
attack
attack,
without having to have advantage.
So that is your turn, Ori.
Yes.
Alina, what would you like to do?
First, an auto crit work for range attacks, or just
If you're within 5 feet.
Okay. Quick question first. So Valis gave me the little candy that gives you like 1 round of investiture of flame. What?
chocolate with bits of licking stuff. In it.
What kind of action is consuming that? Free bonus, right?
Like a potion, I would say it's a bonus action.
Okay. Just. Okay. So Alina is going to.
Good idea, Valis. Smart.
It's my husband.
I heard you like candy.
She's gonna come. I was here, so 20, and then alright, fly straight up in the air. About. So I guess at this point it's just about 15 feet, just so she can get her better vantage point. And she's gonna yell out, like, try to get the king's attention so he doesn't crush Billy. And she's gonna be like, hey, hey! I'll just blast.
Okay, make your attack rolls. You shout out, coughing, because the toxic smoke here is quite oppressive.
Yeah, I just.
And do remember that you have exhaustion, so you are, I believe, rolling it. Oh no, sorry.
No, that's just skill checks.
Yeah, it's 2 levels.
Alright, so we got a dirty 20 and a 17.
The dirty 20 hits. The 17 does not.
Alright, that's gonna be 9 points of force damage and 3 bludgeoning. And I try to get him right in his stupid face because I'm trying to just pull his attention.
It just kind of, and it doesn't even seem to kind of register on his face quite yet, but we'll see.
But I'm yelling.
Anything
I'm
else,
yelling
Alina?
so loud.
Oh, you do, you absolutely do.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, not. I'm good.
At the end of your turn, this fire giant king is going to, as a legendary action, make a cleave attack against Billy. Billy does a. Oh no, there it is. Okay. Does a 20? Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
You're literally writing a new character right now.
There's no way I can survive this.
All right. So you are taking. Whoops. 7, 8. 19, 26 points of slashing damage.
Ow!
That is at the end of Alina's turn. That brings us to their turn. Their legendary action refills. They are going to. Yeah, Billy. They're going to reach down and pull a bead off the neck. You can see the blue diamond just pinches off, and as soon as it pinches away, it begins to glow almost unbearably bright. Give me 1 second here.
He's gonna use up all the beads. There'll be none left for us. Doesn't seem fair.
They might regrow.
So he reaches in, he grabs this blue diamond, and holding it directly in front of you, almost point blank range. Actually, let's see. He's going to shift all the way to the side. He's going to hold it down, and Billy, it is like directly at your face. You see your reflection in the thousands of facets on this huge gem, and you can see on some of them behind you, Valis, almost in a perfect line. And he casts Sunbeam at 6th level. And could you go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw? And Valis.
Billy looks directly into the sun.
You are 15 feet shy.
Nice.
Nice.
Did you see Vincent's face? Like, is that good?
So,
I planned it.
11.
A magnifying glass laser right in front of you.
Here, I'm just going to use this. Billy, you are going to be taking a total of 30 points of radiant damage, and you are blinded.
That tracks. I did look directly into the sun.
Just until the end of your next turn. So, for looking directly into the sun, that's pretty good. This beam stays. Almost like a huge energy beam. It is just there, and you would imagine he can probably shift it and turn it if he wants. That was his bonus action. As an action,
Of course it was.
he is going to... Billy, he's going to try to just kick you off. Can you make an athletics check, please? Well, actually, never mind. Does a 12 hit?
No.
With a natural 1, as he goes to try to kick you off, he stumbles a little bit.
And falls in himself and is like, oh no, I'm actually not fire resistant.
Not to ruin life for me. What was that roll you made? Was that an attack roll?
Yes,
Did you roll it with advantage?
I did not.
She's blinded.
I have the blinded card here.
Natural 1. Oh! No way! The exact same dice. This dice, Jesus. I'm not taking the dice
Christ
anymore.
is here tonight.
Keep that dice.
Jesus Christ. Anyways,
Jesus dice.
Wow.
so he goes to like Sparta kick you off. As he has this sunbeam, just goes directly through you. You are blinded, and he lifts up this boot and goes to kick you, and just slides on the steps. And the steps are like pulverized underneath him, and he ends up like 20 feet below, between you and the rest of the party.
Any chance that he walked into his own sunbeam?
Although, interesting point.
Well, I mean, if it was still going, if you fell down.
2 natural ones. At least roll for it, right? Oh no.
Alina and Valis, make Constitution saving throws, please.
Oh, wait, the beam is moving with him?
Yeah, he's
So he's holding the sunbeam, and the sunbeam does stay with the caster, and it is a 60-foot line that persists for the duration.
13.
Okay.
You get a plus.
No, she's at
I don't think I do.
Are you within 10 feet of me?
No, I'm 15 feet up in the air.
Oh, sorry then. Alina, you're fine.
Hell
It's just going for Valis.
What is the check again?
This is a Constitution saving throw.
18.
You succeed, and so you are only taking half as much damage, and you are not blinded.
Cool.
So Valis, you are taking 12 points of radiant damage. That is their action. That is their bonus action. That is going to be their turn, and that brings us to Billy. Valis, you're on deck. Billy, they slide down.
Billy obviously heard that they're behind her. She's going to turn around and say, "See the hospitality of your king. I still stand here. A mite compared to him, and yet I live."
Okay,
Just to, like, the up above crowd.
sure.
Are you not entertained?
Basically, I'm pulling a gladiator move.
Anything else?
Go to TMT.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing anything. I don't have anything that I can do technically, and Billy's trying to not let that on and just like
Okay.
play bravado.
Okay, no worries. Make an intimidation check then.
19.
19. Okay. That is your turn, Billy. That brings us to Valis. Valis, you watch as Billy is blinded. This beam gets closer to you. You're able to step aside, but what would you like to do?
I'm gonna stab this dreadnought that is right next to me.
Frozen in front of you. Go ahead, make your attack roll at advantage.
Yes. That is gonna be a. Let's see. 24 to hit.
24 hits.
All right, and that's a crit.
If you are within 5 feet, it's critical.
Oh, very nice.
All right, I am going to smite.
Yeah, definitely.
Now is the time
How
to
often
smite.
do you get to know that you're going to get a crit like that? That's great.
Because we ain't going down without a fight.
Log out.
I want to try to at least take this guy with us. Little zombies.
Dice Christ. Those are some solid numbers.
Solid.
Can I tell you guys, I've rolled 9 natural ones in the last 2 nights.
Dice Christ.
Alright,
So that's gonna be
That dice price has entered the chat.
14 slashing,
Okay.
and then 36 radiant.
Damn. Okay. So that is a total of 50 points of damage, and for what it's worth, that all seems to do the total amount.
All right. I hit him again with my second
Make
attack.
your attack roll. Still at advantage.
Still at advantage. Did you roll it at advantage? Oh.
Does an 18 hit?
It does not. You swing, and this time they've managed to just barely, almost imperceptibly shift this shield enough to block this strike, or at least deflect it. Anything else, Valis?
Yeah, I'm gonna move because there's a sunbeam in my eyes.
Yeah, it's quite bright here.
I'll jump down. Does that cost any movement?
Jumping down. Yeah, I mean, we'll say it costs 10 feet of movement. Okay. So you drop down, and this individual is still directly in front of you, but at least you are not right next to lava.
Yep.
That is your turn, Valis?
Yep.
Alrighty, that brings us to the top of the order. The layer action. So,
Let me guess.
as the lava rises,
I mean, he said it like 50 times during the scene. Oh, Jesus.
Are we all in lava now?
not Ori or Alina, so
Why not
that
jump
platform
down?
disappears as well. I don't know.
I love being on fire. It's great.
Now, for what it's worth, for the rest of you, the rest of this level, including these, if this is to rise again, we'll probably go up. And then this, and the tops of all these will be the only thing that's left, for what it's worth. That is the layer action. That brings us to the Dreadnought. They are, is it until the end of their next turn?
No, they're held for a minute.
Oh, this is whole person.
This is whole person.
Gotcha. Okay. Hang on one second. Let me just note that down. Excellent. They are very much still there. That is their turn. You're concentrating, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Minka, what would you like to do? Cheshire, you're on deck.
I would like to move so I'm no longer on fire.
Yeah, go for it.
That's cool. That's a good move.
So, right, you're on fire.
I'm on fire. I'm currently on fire.
So, Minka.
Yeah.
Oh no, where to put the fire rules? Here we go.
But as an air genasi, doesn't the hot air just lift you?
I love that idea. Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Awful.
Oh.
But I'm next to Valas, right?
Yeah, you get plus.
You are?
10.
Okay. That is
We got a wheel. We got a wheel.
Birthday!
Okay, so you are going to be taking a total of 27 points of fire damage. Mm-hmm. You are taking a level of exhaustion. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're holding your breath though. So actually, if you were not holding your breath, you would be taking disadvantages on saving throws. But at the moment, that is all that's happening. You have to step through. Are you able to end your turn on rock or on something else?
I have 35 feet of movement. I can't see myself, so I'm assuming.
Can we stand like in the same space as the giant?
No, so he's like knee deep. I can't pull that out because it's attached to the things.
Oh, he's knee deep.
Basically, yeah. So, it's the same height. The lava is rising. So, Minka, at the moment, I believe you are all the way in the back there. Mm-hmm. So if you want to make an athletics check, you can climb up here.
Yep.
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Athletics.
It's just climbing.
13.
You needed a 12. You climb, and it's hard, Minka. Your hands are sweating. You get up to the top. You throw your legs over. You are now up there and out of the lava. Your clothing is on fire. You have second-degree burns over much of your legs and feet. This is going to take days probably to heal, but you are up and you are a little bit safer, though more exhausted.
Okay.
That is your action. Okay. That is only 10 feet of movement.
For my bonus action, let's see what I have available. Not a ton. for bonus action, turns out.
Okay.
So,
Cheshire, you're on deck.
I can see Ori though, right?
At the moment, I mean, yeah, you can probably see Ori.
Well, because you got up.
You're seeing the top of his head.
You got up to the second level now.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can definitely see Ori. Yeah.
So she's up here now?
Yeah.
I will.
What you doing?
Healing word, Ori.
Healing word Ori. There you go. So Ori, from across this little lava pit, you get this healing word from Minka. Minka, is that your turn?
Yes. I will move. I'm now in the sunbeam, aren't I? Or almost in the sunbeam.
You're getting close. Yeah.
All right.
You're about 5 feet out of it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here.
There you go. So you like light. That is your turn, and at the end of your turn, this king is going to use one of their legendary actions to use Magma Snap as they look all the way down. Oh, maybe. Who's in lava, Valis?
Yeah.
Valis, he snaps his fingers and the lava at your feet bubbles and then leaps out like a projectile at you. That is, could you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
15.
15, you are taking.
Yeah.
It's 10 points, Ori.
Valis, you are taking 26 points of fire damage halved to 13.
Oof. 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 Things aren't.
That is the end of Minka's turn. That brings us to Cheshire, or you're on deck.
Climbing up after Minka.
Right.
For athletics, right?
Yes.
21.
Okay. 21, absolutely. However, on the ground, you are. Can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
18.
18. You are taking 27 points of fire damage. However, you are not exhausted. You can feel the heat pulling away at you. The bright, frilly pink garments begin to almost burn and char. You do have second-degree burns on your feet and legs, but you're able to haul yourself
Fire
out.
resistance have that?
That
Has the garment survived?
the fire resistance would have that, yeah. So you can go, and actually that would have it for you as well. The fire garment would be destroyed as part of that process, though.
Good trade-off.
There you go.
Take it.
Yeah.
Worth.
So you are now up. That is your action and 10 feet of movement.
Here you go, Valis. Fuck his day up.
Valis, you feel a little better. Anything else?
Is there any other? There's not. Nope, I'm gonna camp right here for a second.
Alrighty, that is Chester's turn. Ori, what would you like to do? Alina, you're on deck.
Gonna shout over to the other side. Try to get to high ground, and then I'm gonna start making my way to get to high ground.
Okay, yeah.
Over here. So I think
From where you are, you can run and leap, no problem, because you're dropping down just a tiny bit.
5, 6, 7, 8. I think.
Yeah, you can get right to the corner there.
Is this the next best?
Yes, and that would probably be a jump, you'd imagine.
Okay. And then from here, I could go up to here, probably.
Correct.
Boop, boop.
Correct.
Would that be 2 separate jumps?
No.
Okay.
You can kind of take it as a running, like,
Yeah, I'm gonna
thing.
try to use my momentum here to like get a running start to get over to here.
gotcha.
And then,
So as an action, make an athletics check.
yeah.
Go for it.
There's 5 feet.
Can I use acrobatics?
No.
So that's right.
14.
A 14. 14 is enough. Yeah, we talked. You only need a 12. It's just running and jumping, but
Yeah,
it's
but
high
still
stakes running and
scary,
jumping.
yeah.
So you run, you leap over the first part, you get onto that platform, and then you leap from there, passing
then
these two
the rest
huge
of
clusters of crystal.
Bonus action to I think I can get pretty much like I'm gonna put myself here, but I think
I
I'm
think
like
you're fine.
I'm like
I think you're
here.
at the very bottom of the stairs.
Oh really? Oh, because
But, like,
I have
on
to
the
like
stairs, yeah,
climb
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Okay.
But no problem. You leap, and with your feet, you land with your tippy toes on that platform, and almost have to fall forward and catch yourself on the stairs. But you're there.
And that is it for me.
What was that?
He fell into the.
Phenomenal. That is Ori's turn, running and then just leaping into the flames. Alina, what would you like to do? And then this fire giant king is going to go.
All right. So Alina is like
like eyes on Billy right now. So she's going to. Hold on.
What you doing?
Okay. So Alina is going to pop the little fire resistance candy into her mouth.
Okay. Bonus action. You eat this chocolate. It is spicy, almost unbearably so. But as it sinks into your body, you can feel flames almost begin to lick up between your fur. And all of a sudden, it's like Alina is consumed by fire, but that sinks down. And Alina's fur is now fire. Investiture of flames for 1 round.
For 1 round, okay. And then I'm just going to fly in a straight line, and that's going to get me to like right at the edge here, but like here. What is-
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, okay. Roughly there.
Yeah.
This is the impact of the candy. It's like the full investiture of flame
Correct.
spell, right? Okay, so I'm trying to avoid catching anybody in the 1d10 fire damage.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm over here and I look down, and how's Billy looking?
Billy's not looking great.
Billy is so bloody and burnt.
But you're up still.
Billy is up, but bad.
Okay. And yeah, I guess that's my turn.
All right. A lot of moving in this round. That brings us to this Fire Giant King. His legendary action refills. He is going to. This is a bonus action. Oh no, he still has his sunbeam. He is going to.
Wait, didn't he use his legendary action against?
At his turn, he regains it.
Was it already a round ago that he zapped? Oh my god. Oh.
Come back.
Feels like so much. Oh, he can just. He's got good balance.
He's like standing in the lava, really, but
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
he's kind of like you could imagine almost like 1 foot on that,
Using
1
that
foot
as
on the
like a
lava.
little
He's like
standing-
Captain Morganing this. And he takes this sunbeam and he directs it in such a way that he is going to get. I believe this is going to be Ori and Billy.
Am I within base contact?
You are. No, you're not. Yeah, you are. You are.
Technically at the bottom,
Technically,
right?
yeah, you are. So, Constitution saving throw Billy, Constitution saving throw Ori.
Wait, are you still in base contact or not in base contact?
I am.
Now in
but
base
I'm
contact.
probably not going to want to be.
He
At the
has
end of
shown
this,
that he
because I'm
likes
gonna need to
kicking
use
guys.
my uncanny dodge.
Would you say this requires sight?
Jeez.
No, and in fact, no, it doesn't require sight.
Cool. 19.
19, okay. Ori.
Yeah.
Billy, you succeed. Ori, you take 25 points of radiant damage, and you are blinded.
I'm not blind. Well, I'm blinded by death.
There you go. Blinded to death. As this hits you, Ori, it is overwhelmingly bright, and this radiance just consumes your mind, and you go unconscious. Billy, you are not blinded, but you do take 12 points of radiant damage.
And now I'm down.
There you go. So both Billy and Ori just drop in this beam of radiant light, and as it pulls away, you are sizzling in this beam. But that is action. I'm sorry, that's just bonus action.
Legendary action. Legendary action.
Oh, that was.
Right?
No, that wasn't his legendary action. You guys back. He takes legendary action at the end of your
It's
turn.
bonus action
yeah,
to
yeah.
go shing with the sunbeam. Yeah. Brenna had an axe
He's
that
going
could
to end
cast
there.
sunbeam.
And so
liked that.
from that, he
Kinda like
swivels
that,
around
but
and he
smaller.
swings himself back up onto these rocks. And he is now coming to join the rest of the fight. But that is his turn, and that brings us to Billy. Billy, go ahead and make a death saving throw, please.
Yes, please. Thank you for the bless. That's 19.
There you go, one success. That is Billy's turn. That brings us to Valis. Valis, what you doing?
I'm attacking this guy twice.
Okay, make your attack rolls.
23 to hit.
23 hits, and you're rolling at advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
I smite.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see. I am going to. Let's see. Alright. Smite at first level. Alright, so that is.
Get some smitey numbies here.
Damn.
So that's be 14. 20 slashing
Very nice.
and 22 radiant.
Very nice. And all of a sudden, he's looking kind of hurt. This individual now, with those 2 strikes held in place, you were just carving away at the weakest parts of the body exposed from the back, and they can do nothing about it. And they're looking hurt.
I'll fucking do it again. I attack him again with my second. Oh, that's so. Whoa, whoa. 17 to hit.
17 to hit, that is a miss, unfortunately. Anything else, Valis?
Alright. I can't get up there, right? Because it takes an action to climb.
Correct.
Alright.
So you are taking.
So I just kind of stay where I am.
Okay. So you are taking damage, but you are only taking half. So, Valis, you are taking 16 points of fire damage halved.
I'm down.
Ooh, bad place to be down. Oh, you have the shield though.
Yeah.
I guess if somebody's gonna go down in lava, it probably should be Valis, but that's still not a great place.
For the best.
I went out swinging.
As you fall, Valis, you like catch the shield and kind of turn to have that be what catches you in the lava, but you are still in lava. The shield is already beginning to like glow red. That is sorry, one sec. Lost my place here. Valis, that is your turn?
No, that was
my
the boss.
That is the boss's turn. Because you smited, right? Yeah.
That was my turn.
That is Valis's turn. That brings us to the top of the round, to this shield individual. He watches as Valis just kind of crumbles in the fire.
And he's held.
He is held, yeah. So those eyes just kind of watch you, Valis. Valis, nobody... Minka, for what it's worth, those eyes fixated on that shield. Like they want to pick that up, but no worries. That is their turn, still held. That brings us to Minka. Oh, sorry, hang on. Initiative order 20.
Lair action.
Lair
We're
action.
more on fire.
Yeah. Lots of fire.
Everybody go ahead and make a strength saving throw. And actually,
We're down.
I was gonna say what?
you're already prone, so you don't need to worry about
What
it.
if we're flying?
If you're flying, you don't need to worry about it.
Yeah.
The volcano begins to rumble as the air overhead vibrates with thunder, almost like an angry voice, and rocks begin to rain down. The ground begins to shake, and for those of you who's rolling below a 15.
I'm not rolling.
Oh,
I'm dying.
everybody who is not already prone remains standing. You're able to stay as the ground shifts and the rocks begin to crack. You are still up.
We just hold on to each other, Cheshire.
That's the lair action. The shield guy is held. That brings us to Minka, and then Cheshire's on deck. Minka.
Did the lava rise again?
Off with the eagles.
Okay.
Layer actions, typically there are 3 layer actions, and you have to do all of them before the next one happens. So they
Okay.
like repeat.
Okay, cool. So,
Wait, the lava didn't rise.
Oh.
we are not in lava right now.
He used the lava one, then he used the earth shaky one. There's one more, and then he gets them all back.
I said usually there are 3.
Whatever.
So,
Maybe.
Nothing's hard and fast.
the
Except for our deaths.
fire giant is within 5 feet of me, right?
Yes. In several directions.
All right. Well, this is probably not the wisest thing to do with my turn, but that's okay. At this point, I think Minka kind of just understanding that we're probably not making it. So she's just gonna fucking shock and grasp this guy.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's at advantage.
Yeah.
That is an advantage. And it's a critical.
Yeah, because it's melee. Oop.
So it's a total of 21 to hit.
Hang on one sec. That's close. Meets a pizza.
Nice.
Damn. Him being held is just allowed him to be carved away by all of you. Even Minka runs up and just grabs his shin.
That was also pretty good for the damage. So
Nice.
it's doubled on the dice, right?
Yeah.
So that is 38 points of lightning damage.
That is a very shocking grasp. Mika just kind of goes over, and again, I imagine it's like urgent, like things are going wrong. You just reach out and grab it like a little kid that sees something that they're excited to grab, and grabbing onto it, all of a sudden, like the hair goes up, the charred skin falls away from the blue, and there's just this moment of unlimited power that Mika has that just ripples through. And this individual wearing metal armor, holding these two huge metal shields, it crawls across their whole body. The skin blackens even more. The charcoal-like appearance coming just carbon in places.
All right.
They are badly hurt.
And then
Damn.
how far is it of a jump?
You just out damaged Valis' last smite.
How far is it jump between the platform we're on and the next flat platform?
The next flat platform, if you get a running start, that can kind of, because you're going lower, no, that's a little bit of a distance. It's probably an athletics check. I would say if you want to fling your body over and voluntarily fall prone, you could probably do that.
All right, yeah.
Okay, so you run and just slam into the rocks. You tumble over. It hurts. Your skin already burning and charring and peeling away, but you are over on that platform.
Nice.
Anything else?
No.
Alrighty. Honestly, pretty good turn. Cheshire, you watch as Minka truly becomes the malevolent. What would you like to do?
In a twist of fate, Cheshire's going to use Healing Word at 2nd level on Valis.
Ooh.
Twist.
It's pretty good.
For 11 points.
All right. Valis, almost regrettably, you come back to life like boiling in your own shield, but you are still alive.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Great. I'm gonna pull a Minka also, and very, very grumbly jump.
Okay.
There's another
Straight flat down. Just both of you just straight into the stone.
Like on top of Minka.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Minka, you hit it hard. It hurts. Your legs are burning, and then Cheshire just right on top.
Oh, my solar plexus.
But no problem. That is Cheshire's turn. I love the running and jumping. Ori, go ahead and make a death saving throw. That sounded like a failure.
No,
oh, wow,
it's not.
okay.
It was almost.
Sounded like
It was scary.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah.
it was like, whoop.
That is Ori's turn. You make one success. Alina, what would you like to do? And then the king is going.
Billy's down, right? So I'm gonna come down to Billy and use my healer's kit to stabilize.
Okay.
Man, I almost had my new character built.
Something tells me you can keep working on that.
You can see Billy had died with dice in their hands, 46, and they're just. But
So that's an action. I forget. Every time this happens, I have to ask this. But can I pick her up and move her as part of my move action?
yeah, it's half movement.
Okay. So I already had to come down. What from here? We'll call that. How far would you say that I had to go to get?
You said it was 10 feet.
10 feet. Yeah. Okay. So so that's 10 feet. I've got 35 feet of movement total. So I'm just gonna drag her this way.
Okay.
5, 10, right? Yeah, okay, this is as far as we can get.
So you grab Billy and just one lug, but you have Billy, and Billy is stable.
Do you still have that healing potion in your?
No. Anything else, Alina?
No, I guess that's
There
it.
you go.
Use it on me.
At the end of your turn, this individual, you see the fire giant king looks at their compatriot who is just electrocuted, and their skin begins to bubble and crack, and they say, Jor de Bedra. And you can see suddenly the air shimmers, and these strange glyphs appear out of nowhere, just shifting and turning the air, and it smells like hot iron, and suddenly you see the charred skin crack off, and the kind of luster begin to regain as they heal. 2 points of health. Fantastic. Love that legendary action. Legendary. The cantrip dealt 35 points of damage. Legendary action heals 2 of it back. What an idiot. Okay, that is his stupid legendary action. But it is now his turn. He gets that dumb legendary action back. And he is going to... Man, everybody left. I can't see Dallas. So he's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right here.
Uh-oh.
Going over to Minka and Cheshire. Do either of you speak Giant?
No.
Alina, are you still comprehending language?
Yep.
Okay. So you can hear this individual is going to say, "You will join your friends." And they're going to take a multi-attack on Cheshire, who is on top of Minka.
I rolled off at the end, so we're next to each other.
Okay. I think probably the bright pink went over the bright blue one. Oh, wow.
I just had a bunch of bright pink.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. That's like almost as low as he could possibly roll.
Silvery fucking bars.
There you go. I mean, okay. Does a 30 hit?
Yeah.
So,
That's fine.
oh man, right. Give me 1 second here.
I'll take the advantage.
There is still a wheel in the world.
This is true.
We're not all dead yet.
That's the wheel.
26 points of slashing damage from the first. Oh, from the, yeah, only got hit by 1. That is their action. That is their movement. And then as a bonus action,
Power Grace family.
oh, they still have their sunbeam too.
Yeah.
They're going to swing that around to hit both Cheshire and Minka.
Yeah.
Can both of you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
I guess.
Lights out. I wonder what's happening in the chat.
22.
That's a success.
18?
That's a success as well. Each of you is taking 29 points of radiant damage, halved to 15 points. Sorry, 14 points. And that is his whole turn. That brings us to Billy. Billy, you are stable.
Hi.
That brings us to Valis. Very stable turn.
Whoa.
And Valis, you feel like you probably want to get out of this lava.
Alright.
Wake you up.
Get out of here.
Shield serve, baby.
So to get up here, I need to use my action.
Correct.
Hate that journey from me.
Yeah, it's not a good one. That's why it's tough once the lava's risen once.
Yeah. If only I
I
had
have the high ground.
anything. But let's see.
You can't take it with you, can you?
Alright, I think I'm just going to.
What you doing?
Yeah, so I'm gonna climb up there.
Make an athletics check.
Okay. Athletics check.
What you got, Valis?
14.
That is a success. So finally, with the fire licking at your feet and already having succumbed to it once, you are incentivized to leap up and haul yourself up. You are in bad shape. Your armor is charred. It's rough, but you're up there.
I think that's all I can do.
Okay. That is your turn, Valis.
Yeah.
The entire journey. That brings us to initiative order 20. At initiative order 20, you watch as this king there's nothing really good for him to do this for. So actually, what he will do, give me a second.
Where's he going? Joe? Where are you going?
This was just the mini boss. Here's the real fire challenge.
No, but simple as this. So right now, The only other legendary action that he has isn't crazy helpful, but he is going to bring up a big rock of stone right there. And the way that it happens is you can see suddenly from beneath the magma, there are just these shards of obsidian, almost like these, the edges of swords that just rise up from the lava. And they look like they would both cause damage and cause somebody to just kind of shoot off, but there is nobody really to spike in this position. That is the layer action. That brings us to the shield guy who is still held. Mm-hmm. How much longer is he held for? 3 rounds?
It's 10 rounds total.
10 rounds total. Oh. 6. Oh boy, that's his turn. There we go. Minka, you let go this entire giant smoking now from your last attack. You've never felt that much power before. What would you like to do?
I would like to get to my feet.
Okay.
And then I would like to. Where am I in relation to? Yeah. So, I'm gonna cast protection from energy on myself
Yeah.
to give myself resistance to fire damage.
Wow. Oh,
And then
hold our place when we die.
I'm going to look at the. He's just like the big guy's right there.
Right there. He just like swung the axe. He's getting ready to swing it again.
Is
He has
he-
the sunbeam in the other hand.
Is he within like stabbing
Yeah.
distance?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna fucking shocking
There
round.
you go. Make your attack.
Oh no, I can't. That's an action. There was
Oh,
action.
unfortunately. All right. Anything else, Minka?
Considering that I'm kind of out of shit, I'm just gonna stand in front of Cheshire.
Okay. You take a protective stance over Cheshire. Both of you both of you a little charred. But that is your turn, Minka. Cheshire. As Minka takes a protective stance over you, what would you like to do? Or you're on deck.
I also am going to stand up
Okay. 15 feet of movement to stand.
behind Minka. Sorry, Valis. Yeah, I think that's actually the words. I'm sorry, Valis. -7 to his next saving throw.
Okay.
Old person. Wisdom save.
Gotcha. Cool. Wisdom saving throw for the king.
Oh,
So it's
-7.
dropping on the...
So that is going to be a total of 4.
Nice.
He is held.
He's not. He's going to use one of his legendary resistances to overcome that.
Oh,
And as you snap that away from this fire giant, who you've been very successfully holding in place, and turn it on the king, their gaze goes from Minka, who is protecting you, directly down to you, and you can see the lips curl back in a grin. Doesn't seem to affect them. Anything else?
Oh, SpaghettiOs.
All right, at the end of your turn, the other fire giant breaks free of being held. And Valis, here, sorry, Valis. And then the fire giant begins to turn.
Sure.
But that is Cheshire's turn. Ori, what would you like to do? Alina, you're on deck.
I would like to get another death saving success.
Hey, there you go.
Nice.
Walking towards the light is not Ori.
I'm like-
Alina. What would you like to do? Thanks for that roleplay moment.
Thanks.
I'm going to. Okay, mechanics question. So I know this thing is the center of like the orb that makes you get hurdy.
Yeah.
Okay.
The hurdy bad time.
The hurdy bad time. Do I have a sense of like where the sort of edge of?
Hurdy Bad Times is?
Yes.
Probably,
I mean, like, am I currently in hurdy
You're
bad
close.
times?
No, you're not. But
Okay.
you're close. You would imagine if you get to about like a little bit over this lip, just not getting into the edge of that.
Ori as the line of hurdy bad.
All right, so Alina is going to pick up Billy and fly her over here and just tuck her. Let's see, can I even do that? I don't know. We were about here, so we'll say this is like 10 feet up. And then... Yeah, so just fly her to right here.
Okay.
And then, knowing that she doesn't have any way to wake Billy up, she's gonna. Can I take Billy's like protectant garment off and put it on myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So you go ahead. It's really just like almost like a poncho. So
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
just like pull it off over the top and just kind of layer it back. Billy is now relatively safe for the moment
Yeah.
up here.
And is that the action then?
Yeah, probably because dined off. Anything else?
No, I reckon that'll be it.
That is Alina's turn. That brings us to the Fire Giant King. So, they are going to. Definitely the Cheshire trying to hold it. He's gonna. Sorry, I gotta reach over you guys. What? Just climb up onto the rock with both of you, and Minka completely ignoring you, almost like kind of pushing you out of the way. They're going to take an upward swing at Cheshire.
I'm gonna use my blow
Little blue one.
him. For -1.
-1. That, hang on. So that would be a total of 17. Ah, close. Very close, I think. Okay.
Oh, like shit today.
Sorry. It's just easier to do this and this. And I try to choose attacks that have the same dice, but I really messed up today. That is going to be a total of 30 points of slashing damage.
I'm down.
Then he turns over to you, Minka, and takes the second attack. That is going to be a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that is.
You sure? Check the numbers again.
Did you roll a d20?
Minka, that is going to be a total of 21 points of damage.
30 times?
What?
I don't know.
Saying.
I don't know. Never mind.
21 points of slashing damage.
I'm still up.
Hey! That is the action, and then they're going to turn and seeing Billy get dropped off, and Alina, and kind of sweeping over and seeing Valis, especially with Valis having done the smites, and in his perception also having done Minka's damage. I think he's
I'm
gonna...
behind a big shield.
Yeah, you know what? You really are.
You're welcome.
Then almost absent-mindedly, he swings the sunbeam around and has it facing almost like a shield to hold you off, Alina. 60 feet away, and so it's still probably about like 20 to 30, 25 feet away from where you are, but is like holding it out in that way. That is their
Laser
turn.
pointer.
Yeah, very much like that. That brings us to Billy. Valis, you're on deck. Billy.
I'm stable.
Yeah,
Hung shoe.
you do that. That brings us to Valis.
I literally do not.
That's what I figured, but
Again,
14.
use potion on you.
14 is a miss.
I didn't know if you had any.
No.
Can you silvery barbs Valis technically?
I'm down.
Oh, right, but just in general?
I could, but it would be at disadvantage.
Gotcha. Oh, right, yeah.
So it just have to be lower.
I can do it to anyone. It just isn't beneficial.
Yeah.
But I can't do anything right now.
That's good.
Back in
23 to hit.
Meets a pizza.
Alright. This is the last. Valis is probably
Oh, not
the
meets a
last.
pizza. 23 is above their AC,
Oh.
just so you know.
Okay, well that's nice. This 23 is like Aka level AC.
Yeah, that's high.
Level 17.
They're close. But
This is my last smite.
there you go. Roll your damage. They're still looking hurt, and though you saw the king try to heal him, it doesn't seem terribly effective.
It's a terrible smite. 5 radiant,
Ooh.
but the slash is good. So that's 5 radiant and 14 slashing, so 19 total.
Wait.
Okay.
Oh wait. What?
You slam into this guy, and though you do smite, it's like the very end of your pool of magic, and so it is a little bit weaker than the last couple have been. It deals the full amount of damage. You feel that take hold, and this individual almost sags to their knee. They catch themselves on both shields and pull themselves upright. They're up, but they are really hurt, Valis. Anything else?
That was 2 attacks. No, I will stand my ground.
Brings us to initiative order 20. So, this disappears. This disappears. Valis, you are now almost even with the lava, and so the next level, that will disappear as well. The platforms all disappear. And
Including the
so,
ones that Minka and Cheshire on.
unfortunately, including the ones that Minka and Cheshire are on. Minka is currently, I believe, resistant to fire for 1 round, correct?
As long as I can hold the concentration, which I just
You don't take the damage until your turn, so we'll see. You get to wait and see. All right. So that is initiative order 20. That brings us to the shield guy. He is going to turn around to you, Valis.
He'll miss.
He's badly hurt. Valis, he is going to take an attack against you, and he's going to try to. Can you go ahead? So first of all, does a 22 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Wait. Let's see. 14 and 18.
Okay. So he takes the shield and he swings and shoves you away. You are shoved 10 feet diagonal, so you slam into that corner. You do only take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you rebound against that. They do that to give themselves the distance to turn, and they are going to leap up onto, or no, sorry, they're even with the ground now, so they're just going to step onto that stone platform.
Which one?
You got the laser pointer.
Yeah, but I'm just going to...
Emily would like us all to know that if we smell burning, she's just making toast.
Oh, I thought she was trying to like
Yeah.
make it thematic for us.
We are not indeed having strokes.
I smell toast. Oh, it's
No, I
me.
feel like I might be.
So
He has certainly had a day.
they go over, and you can see this fire giant with these shields puts a hand on the shoulder, and Alina, you're up, right? You can still hear them? So you could hear, he just says, Argent, heal me. And he just, he's going to hold his action, keeping the shield gestured towards Valis. That is his turn. That brings us to Minka.
I
Go ahead and, well, so first of all, you are right now in the lava.
yeah.
Are you moving?
Is there anywhere I could theoretically move to?
So off behind you, you can see just sticking out of the lava, there are some crystals. There is you can see that single platform on the stone against the wall. I have a laser pointer right there that you could conceivably kind of run and get up to. You also might be able to climb this ruin wall, but that's pretty much it. And then once you get up to that ruin wall, you're running out of real estate. If it rises again, you're gone.
Yeah. So, considering how much health and resources she has left,
Oh, good call.
You might be, if you can get here too. That's an option.
so is it difficult terrain to move through lava?
No,
Okay.
but if you end there, you're going to take damage.
Yeah.
Damn Phoebe.
Fucking, I
What you doing?
I'm fucking dashing, I guess.
So I don't like giving help. I will say another thing that you could conceivably do. This is a large individual.
Climb up on him.
That is another avenue that you have.
That is true. Well, YOLO.
Uppies.
Oh.
Make an athletics check.
Oh.
It's at disadvantage because it's a skill check.
I think
Why would it be a
there was already
disadvantage? I'm sorry.
another thing.
Oh, just on top of
Am I exhausted?
You are exhausted. Yes, right. Skill check. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a 2.
It is a 2. So you try to climb up him, and you are unfortunately unable to do so. Minka, can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh no.
How much health do you have?
3.
3. You take very little damage, but it's still more than 3. You take 15 points of damage. What was your con save?
Does it matter?
Yeah.
15.
15. Okay. Despite the fact that you are succumbing to this lava in this moment, you do not take a second level of exhaustion. Although you imagine you'll take the ultimate level of exhaustion very soon. That is your turn, Minka. Cheshire. I believe you take 2 death saving failures because you are in the lava. You're not resistant to fire at the moment? All right. 2 death failures, and that brings us to Ori.
1 death failure.
Ooh, 3 in total on the board. That is Ori's turn. That brings us to Alina. Alina, as you survey this battlefield, almost the entire team is down. What are you doing? You and Valis.
Alina's gonna pull out the Scroll of Tongues,
Okay.
cast it,
Okay.
and then she's gonna fly up, try and get his attention,
Okay.
and she's gonna say, stop. If you let us live, we have a powerful archfey as a friend. He surely will reward you.
Make a persuasion check.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
A pretty decent persuasion. Persuasion. 13.
13? Okay. 1 second here. All right. So we'll see. Anything else, Alina?
It's my Hail Mary.
Alrighty. That does bring us to their turn. So that does catch their attention. Let's see. They are going to swing the sunbeam around and approach Alina. They're going to 5, 10, 15, 30 feet, so they're going to get kind of in the middle of that lava pit. And that's 5, 10, 15,
30 here?
30, 35, 40, 45. How high up are you in the air?
We'll say 10 feet.
10 feet. So you are just within 50 feet. The spell is 60 feet long. Give me a con save, please.
10.
10. That is a failure. You are blind.
Yeah.
And you are also taking damage.
Oh boy.
My ring.
You are taking. Oh, you got so lucky. You are taking a grand total of. This is the wrong dice. Maybe you'll get
No, you
this.
already rolled it too much.
I mean, if you want me to.
No.
Okay, I gotta rest. Sorry, please bear with me.
I am currently resistant to fire damage.
Okay, that's really good. You are taking 20 points of fire damage halved to 10.
Is my
Sorry, this is radiant damage.
Ah.
Yeah. So that is 20 points of radiant damage.
Not halved.
That is their bonus action. That is their movement. You are out of their range for their action, however. And so, as an action, I guess they're just going to continue to move, and they're going to end up kind of right at the base of that structure.
Like this?
They
Or
point
over here?
No, yeah, where you were before. Yeah. He points this axe up at you, and he just says, Althea walked this planet long before the Fae arrived. They mean nothing to us. That is his turn. That brings us to Billy. Billy, you're stable, but you feel unsafe. That is your turn. That brings us to Valis. Valis, this individual walks away from you after shoving you. You are on this platform adrift in a sea of lava.
I want to go.
What is your passive perception?
My passive perception.
Yeah.
13.
13? Okay. So,
Okay. I want to walk up and attack him.
okay.
So I think I'm just gonna do that. Is this platform still here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like
I'll
the
just go
other
over here and
side.
attack him.
So you like take the shield and almost like surf it across the fire and then jump back up. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
All right. I'm not going down to that fight. That's gonna be an 18 on the die. And let's see.
That's probably gonna hit.
It's probably gonna hit.
Yeah.
25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. And let's see.
You can see their hand is.
Smite.
I think so too. Their hand is on, or was like on this guy's shoulder, and he just walked away from him.
Can I use this for damage?
No, that's a college of. It's a different bard.
Ah, okay. All right.
wounds now.
8 damage.
8 damage.
Is he still up?
He is still up.
I attack him again.
Go for it.
Oh my god.
He's looking real rough. He went over and asked for help. He didn't get it.
8 plus 7 is 15.
That is a miss, unfortunately. And they're looking rough. I mean,
Wanted to at least take this guy down.
he's looking pretty rough, but he's still up. That is your turn, Valis. That brings us to the top of the round. And because it is about to be 9 o'clock, we're going to take a quick break. And then we'll come back to see if you guys can survive. So thank you for sticking with us so far. We'll be back in just a little bit. and welcome back.
We're all gonna die!
It's not looking good.
Okay.
If you stick with us through the break, you will see that we have quite a bit of lava on the board now, a lot more than we began with, but the same number of bodies. We're going to jump right back into combat. So, we had ended with Valis' turn. That brings us to the top of the round with the layer actions. Can I have... Oh, wait. Everybody who would be knocked prone is already prone. And you're flying. The ground shakes and rumbles and more rocks fall down, but Alina, you're okay. Valis, where are you at the moment? You're in the lava?
I'm in the on the platform next to the giant, behind the giant.
Make a strength saving throw, please.
You're good at those, right? Pally boy?
Aren't you a paladin?
I am good
Where's your
at those.
fucking god now?
Remember, it's himself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, knowledge.
The ancients.
Where's your knowledge now?
That's the whole point. He's never had it. This whole campaign, he's been looking for it.
18?
Yeah.
With an 18, as the ground shakes, you are just able to keep your feet. And you do not fall or fall prone. But that is the layer action that brings us to the shield guy. So this shield guy who is like badly hurt, the person who didn't heal them is like stomped off. I have you there, Valis.
Pick him up and throw him at the other guy?
No, I
At
actually
least
really
we'll all
thought
be
about
together. Didn't someone get thrown recently in one of the one shots?
I vaguely recall that, yeah.
I think I spit out core.
So he is going to stand up. Valis, he's going to leave your range, which will give you an attack of opportunity.
I'm gonna take it.
Oh no.
What is that?
12.
The dice
Yeah,
gods
12 is not.
truly have betrayed you.
However,
Oh.
you have a wheel. And in fact, you have 5 banked at the moment.
Five wheels.
Isn't that enough for five people?
So go ahead and
I
make that
think
roll
it's
again.
time for us to start
Because this is very important.
making
Five
some
lives?
withdrawals.
We've been baking wheels?
Natural 20.
Go ahead and roll damage on
Late
that.
tonight, folks.
Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Talon. Thank you for all of those of you who have done wheels. I will also let you know you have 3 woes banked. I have not forgotten that.
Still net positive.
Alright, 16 slashing.
16 points of slashing damage. Valis, tell us how it happens.
Oh man.
I vote Cheshire and Minka survive.
Yeah.
2 wheels to Cheshire and Minka.
As he goes to climb away, I will slash at his ankles. He will fall forward. I will climb over his back, over the back of his skull, look the fire giant king in the eye, and just drive my sword down.
Nice.
Okay. So he falls face first, just
See
into
this?
the
This
lava.
guy here? Fuck him.
You like leap forward, climbing onto his back, going end over end, and you raise the sword up and you look him in the eyes. And Valis, before you drive the sword down, you look over and you see Minka and Cheshire who are sinking into this lava. And as part of this natural 20, instead of driving the sword down in that cool cinematic moment, you could reach down and perhaps grab one of the 2 people who are there.
You're gonna make him Sophie's choice, the girls.
Let's see.
Keeping in mind, next up is Minka and next up is Cheshire.
I'll pick up Minka.
Minka, you are scooped out of the lava, and though you do not know it, that very well may have saved your life. In this moment, however, that is the end of this shield individual's turn as they die into the lava. That brings us to Minka. Minka, make a save and throw, please.
Failure.
That brings us to Cheshire, who,
I'm dead.
unfortunately, in the lava with 2 death failures already, is just consumed. And Valis, as you pull Minka out, almost as Minka leaves, you see Cheshire just disappear into the flames. And you leave Cheshire there and take Minka with you. And Cheshire is no more.
I'm sorry, Tina.
Joining the Mat Club. That brings us to Ori. Make a death saving throw.
Nice.
Ooh, that's 2 for 2. Trying to hang out with Cheshire to the end. Through the end, in fact. That is your turn, Ori. You are going to make a very important one next. Alina, you are up.
Let's see. He goes up here with him. I guess I'm gonna. If I go stabilize Ori, he's just gonna sunbeam the pair of us. So at least if I keep his attention on me, Ori has a chance of living.
Okay.
So I'm gonna fly around him this way.
Okay.
That's gonna be like a gets me about here.
Okay.
So the goal is to get him to turn around, to Eldritch Blast, pop, pop.
Go ahead and make your attack rolls.
Oh wait, sorry, not Eldritch Blast. Amulet of Fickle. No, not Amulet of Fickle Cold. Fuck, Billy. Okay. Shit. Eldritch Blast it is. Eldritch Blast it is.
Is it a cone?
It's a cone, yeah. Can I?
Would the elevation difference allow you to
you're
go
aiming it
there
down.
It's a cone.
and not hit there? Yeah, so cone.
Oh yeah. Oh, if I aim like that.
Yeah, so it sprays down.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit here, but hits down
Yeah.
here.
I'm gonna do that.
So you're going to spotlight him with the
gonna spotlight him.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Make your charisma check.
Natural 20.
Let's go. 11. So yeah, absolutely. It rushes forwards for just a moment. You can feel the back grow cold, but it erupts out the front. Roll damage on that.
All right, so that's gonna be okay. So now he makes a con save, DC 17.
That is going to be a 20, so he succeeds on that.
All right, so he takes half of 8d8.
2 more d8s.
Yes, please. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Oh no! 8. That one was an 8. Count it. Okay. 20, 34. So he takes 17 points of cold damage.
He takes 34 points of cold damage. That seems just a little bit more effective than you would imagine.
Okay, and then since tongues is still rolling, I'm just gonna be like, nah.
Okay, so
Same in every language.
yeah, it really is. You don't need tongues for that, but
No.
you pull out the amulet of fickle cold and thrusting it forward. There is an eruption of cold, and as it hits, you can see the hair, which is crackling like fire, kind of dims, and the skin begin to kind of turn almost this duller form before it just cracks like stone away, and they overcome it. But it definitely deals more damage. Anything else, Alina?
That's gonna be it.
You definitely have their attention. And that does bring us to their turn. They're going to turn around, and now for the first time, they can see Valis. And so they take a save. They turn to you angrily, Alina, and you can see they lift up this axe and they're holding this blue diamond, which has actually just lost its luster. No longer this huge sunbeam coming out. And as they hold it in their hand and it begins to kind of fall apart, you can see for just a second they kind of turn and they look a little confused, and then they shift their gaze over to Valis. And they take off in that direction, and they're going to use their full movement to get over to Valis. That is their action and their movement.
10, 15, 20. How far are we going?
They're going to be moving a total of 80 feet if they can up to where Valis is.
Yeah, easy. Sorry, my love.
No worries. However, that is their action and their movement.
No worries.
Sorry, my love. No worries.
As a bonus action, they do not have any beads that will work for them, so that is their full turn. That is going to bring us to Billy.
Hi.
Honk shoe, honk shoe.
You are stable. That brings us to Valis. Valis, this individual right in front of you now. You can see the gem shatters in their hand. They are staring at you. What are you doing?
I'm gonna turn around.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the last thing in my toolkit, which is 2 hit points of lay on hands. I'm gonna bring up Minka. I am going to hand Minka my shield and the sending stone, and I'm gonna say, if you can turn into a flying creature and fly out the chute we came. Oh, you can't? Unfortunate.
This is the conversation that's happening in real
Lay
time.
on hands. Minka, you are brought back to life, and Valis thrusts the stone in your hands and says, if you could fly out, and you just go, I can't.
Then I'm gonna turn around and just, point my sword towards the fire giant king and just stand my ground.
Okay. You do that.
That's actually dodge. You dodge?
That is
I
your
already
turn.
used lay on
Yeah,
hands, which is
that is your
back
turn, Valis. That brings us to the top of the round. Let's see. Again, nobody in the lava. So over in the corner, 10 by 10 chunk of the lava just and spiky rocks. But there's nobody who is able to be pierced by that. Which brings us to Minka. Minka, you hold a sending stone and 2 hit points. What would you like to do?
I didn't give you much.
The fire giant king looming over you with only Valis standing between.
Cool. What are the chances of reaching into the lava and finding Cheshire's body?
I mean, she's on the surface. You can see like the charred corpse, like the fire licking off of it. She's gonna sink by the end of the turn for sure, but you could do it.
Okay. Can I use my movement to pull her out of the lava?
Yeah. I get so it's half movement. So yeah, you could if you can get to the edge, you can grab and just lug her out.
Yeah.
That's half of your movement. I think you can kind of get to the edge and probably do that. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. So she's next to me, and I'm gonna cast Revivify
Okay.
using my
Very,
last
very nice.
spell slot.
So you crawl to the very end of this individual's shoulder, and
the worst
Valis, if you had thrust the sword down, you would have like caved the head in, and this would be unavailable to Minka. So Minka, you are on the last island of this like little element right before the lava, and you grab Cheshire's body, you lug Cheshire out, and as you do, wherever that diamond is on your person, it just shatters and becomes ash in your pockets. And Cheshire, you are not dead.
Where's Gunter?
Cheshire 2 fades
Find
into the
out in
distance.
a roll.
So fantastic, Minka. Anything else?
I'm basically going to just like essentially once again just try to like push my body in like between me and the fire, between Cheshire and the fire giant, to try to like shield her as much as I physically can on
Okay.
top of this fire giant corpse.
There you go. You guys stand on the fire giant. That is your turn, Minka. Cheshire, I have to add you back to my initiative. What would you like to do?
I never took Cheshire off.
I crossed you off.
All right, well, that's wait. Hey, okay, so I am up.
You come to life, horribly burned, on top of a fire giant's corpse, which is sinking into the lava. It is horrifically hot. Minka is in front of you. The fire giant king is in front of you. Valis is off to the side. What do you want to do?
Wait a second.
Were you rolling a new character too?
Out of desperation, fog cloud around us.
Okay, interesting.
Nice.
Okay. Interesting weather interaction. Give me 1 second here. Okay. So,
A
What is
20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on us.
it spreads around corners. The area is heavily obscured. Fantastic.
Lasts
So,
for up to an hour, so
the gaseous elements within the actual smoke condense into the fog, and it becomes this heavy gray, almost like fume. It's almost like you are standing in exhaust, but it is definitely obscuring the area. Anything else, Cheshire?
I'm gonna need a minute. So that's what I got.
Okay, you are still alive, and that's pretty good. Ori, really important death saving throw here.
19. Holy shit.
stabilize.
Oh boy.
So I just want to say, went from crazy,
Turning tables.
crazy.
You and I are stuck where we are, but no one's dying today.
Okay, so or you stabilize Alina. That brings us to you. You watch as this fire giant gets a strange look as they look at Valis, and then they storm off in that direction. What do you want to do?
I'll just try.
Okay, so I can't see them any longer. But all right, let's.
Whoa!
Dead.
Ah!
35 here. Let's see. I'm not gonna risk amulet of cold, so I'm just gonna go pop,
Yeah.
like magnitude. On that show, not a sponsor. A 27 and a 14.
27 hits, a 14
I've
misses.
been consistently just getting one.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, so it's gonna be 11 points of force damage and 3 bludgeoning.
Okay.
How's he looking?
It's looking okay.
Fuck.
That is your turn, Alina. That brings us to this individual. So they're going to reach down. And, Valis, can you make an athletics check, please?
The areas have obscurity, can't see him.
That's true. Okay, Valis. Okay, make an athletics check. You know what? Hang on. First, he has to hit you. Valis. Does a 19 hit?
No.
All right. So you feel next to you, this hand reaches and tries to grab. And in this moment, you hear in your brain this, oh, you really need to get me now, don't you? Grab the beads. Come on. And then it just kind of goes past.
Wait,
But that is, they're, for a second, they're going to try to grab you again. Even lower. So, actually, they swipe, looking for Valis, and with a natural one, they end up kind of walking right past and emerge on the other side of the cloud, confused. And with a natural one, that is going to be their turn. That brings us to Billy.
Can I take an attack of opportunity?
You can't see him.
I'm still ready to go.
I'm still stable.
Okay, yeah, you're still stable. That's right. Valis.
Just remember, I
you
do
are,
nothing.
You are in this fog cloud. You hear this voice in your mind, and then this fire giant swings past you and then steps over and is kind of gone.
Can you say the voice again? Because I didn't quite catch it.
You had heard them say something like, "You really need to get me now," yeah. And then like they kind of just said to grab the prayer beads, and then it was too far past you to continue hearing.
Alright. I'm going to take a running jump and try to grab the fire giant and climb up and try to take those beads.
Okay.
That's what I want to try to do.
Okay, so first things first, make an athletics check. You are going to try to grab and scale a giant.
Yep. Yeah.
And actually, this would be so. This is at disadvantage as it is obscured.
Did you get a 20?
No, I got an 18, but now I have to roll one more dice.
Hey, let's see. Maybe it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
What kind of check was this?
This is an athletics check.
14.
14, not quite enough. You reach and you cannot find him.
Leap of faith?
Okay.
What?
I said okay.
What do you? Oh, that's it.
Oh, well, I mean,
What happens?
I mean, so you tried to reach out and you're trying to grab him. You're unable to do so.
oh no, I mean, I would have done a running jump and run at where I hear him, because he...
Like,
Oh, okay.
So, like,
Okay,
I'm
okay.
running
try to jump
A
onto
little
his
different.
back.
and scaling him to...
Like, just jumping off of
I'm
that
assuming
side.
the beads are at his
General
neck.
direction for sure. Make it
Yeah.
D4. Now roll D4.
D4.
Yeah.
Oh, 4.
A 4. Valis, you run and jump, and semi-fortunately for you, you miss the fire giant, but you land on the platform directly next to him. You are distinctly aware of the fact that this is sinking quite quickly. You are level with the lava, and this is about to go over.
Okay.
But you do not land. You are prone as you fall flat because you're just jumping at this guy. But looking to your left, he's right there.
Okay. So then, like, I'm trying to figure out, like, he's a fire giant. The beads are around his neck. What do I need to do to try to grab those beads?
You probably need to get at least able to grab them. And
So, like, I need to climb them.
climb him or get to a similar level or somehow remove them from his neck.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will climb him. And can I use the first roll I rolled, which was the 18 for the athletics check?
What? No.
Oh, man.
The negotiator.
I appreciate that try.
All right, so what am I...
So if you want to try to climb him, that's an athletic check, but I thought you already did one.
Yeah, that was
The jump
the
was...
jump to get the beads, and then you had me roll a d4, so I think I'm going
Oh, that was for the direction.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why you landed there. If you had rolled a 1 or a 2, it would have been in the lava. A 3 would have been on the fire giant. A 4 is over in that little slice.
So what do I have left in terms of action?
Bonus action, movement.
Okay. Guess
Sorry, action, bonus action, 20 feet of movement, because that was just you running and jumping.
Yeah. So I want to scale the... So I can't reach the beast from where I am. I want to scale the giant and try to grab the beast.
So action, okay, so make an athletics check. I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
I can't use the one I rolled.
No, I see what you're saying, but no, you do have to roll another one. This is just flat.
Okay. Oh, it's even worse.
Unfortunate. So you reach out, you grab for him, and in this moment, he turns, swipes your hand away, and gets ready to grab you back. Anything else?
No.
Alrighty, that is your turn, Valis. That brings us to the top of the
Do you want
round.
to stand up?
So,
Oh yeah, I guess I do stand up.
yeah. Valis, I think it's just you. Can you make a strength saving throw, please? Technically, I mean, yeah, the fire giant isn't going to shake in the lava on top of a floating guy.
21.
21? 21 is a success. The ground shakes, though you are able to withstand it. Minka, you see the ground shake around you, but the fire giant's like a raft, and so not quite, you don't have to make that save.
Well, would the lava even really have that movement?
No, not really, yeah. So, like, that's a pretty stable platform to be on right now.
Almost like a non-Newtonian.
Minka, what do you want to do? And Cheshire, you're on deck.
Still heavily obscured.
Yeah. And you felt the fire giant, like, leave the area.
Everything that I could do is sight-based.
So you're just like chilling in a cloud on a fire giant.
Pretty much.
Probably wouldn't want to move either, because like...
I'm just gonna stand. I'm just gonna listen real hard.
Okay. You don't want to take, like, action dodge?
Oh, yeah, that's an option.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. In this moment,
love that.
unable to see anything, you're like, wait, Valis does this thing, and you wait. You are ready to dodge if the need arises. That is your turn, Minka. Cheshire, you are also obscured.
Yeah. You trust me?
Yeah?
Fly. I'm carrying Minka.
Okay.
Going over toward Ori.
What is your strength?
14?
Okay, no problem. You lift Minka up, and this bright puff of pink and sparkles and glitter just erupts behind you as you out from this obscured space and into the kind of field of lava. Holding Minka aloft, Minka, you burst from out of this, and you dodge nothing, but you're in Cheshire's arms. Anything else, Cheshire?
If we end within, is it 30 feet or something?
Nice.
60 feet. We'll end within 60 feet. Get the fuck up, Ori.
Healing word.
At 3rd level.
And
Oh, big healing word.
everybody is conscious? Question mark. Damn.
This is insane.
I really
Turntable.
I was sure that it was all over. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it still could be.
13. All right. Ori, you burst to life. You are charred. You are bruised. You are battered. You look like Anakin Skywalker after he's been cut down in the lava fields, but you are still. But Cheshire, that is your turn, and Ori, it is your turn.
All right, taking quick stock. What's going on now?
Shit's real fucked up, and Billy is unconscious next to you,
Do I see?
or above you, I guess.
Billy is unconscious above me.
She's over here.
Stable though? Like, does it look breathing?
They're breathing, yeah.
Okay.
She's been going honky
Because I don't have anything. I only have a
turns.
healer's kit, so I can't do any healing. Oh wait, I have one more.
Healer's
potion.
kit just stabilizes anyway.
Yeah, I do have a potion of healing, but I think I used it last week and it just didn't get deleted. So I don't think I can heal right now. So do I see the fire giant?
Yeah, I mean, they're huge.
Cool.
And they've moved just beyond the edge of this kind of misty sphere.
Movement to get up. Back up here. Bonus action. Do I need to bonus action hide?
It's up to you.
Am I visible? Do I see? It's for the purposes of am I sneak attacking or not?
I'm next to him.
Yeah,
You would
Val-
get-
Oh, okay,
You would
cool.
get sneak attack.
Cool. So then I'm gonna insightful fighting on him anyway with my bonus action.
Go for it. Cool.
Sneak attack.
Make your sneak attack. Make your sneaky attack.
Where's my other? I guess I'll use this. Natural 20! All right. Boop bop ba boo. Scoop bop
I'm
ba doo.
almost mad. I'm almost mad.
Joe,
Like,
I was
Joe was so
thinking
excited
at
for Dust
halftime, I was
Walkers.
like,
it wasn't that I was so
this must be
excited
so
for
good
it,
for
but I
Joe.
had like kind of resigned myself to being like, okay, we're buying all new hero forges. Like, it's gotta be a whole thing, and it was a lot of mental acceptance.
Yeah,
Not great numbies, but we double those, so that's math time. Ba 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 ba. 30 points of piercing.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Wait, how many?
Ori, for the very first time, as that arrow through and it goes past this lava
I'm aiming
rock
for
and
his eyes,
through other things, it doesn't quite hit him in the eye. You do hit him in the side of the head, but it digs deep and disappears into their neck and just kind of like vanishes. And there is a good amount of blood that begins to pour down there, and they do almost like turn and look for you. That certainly captures their attention. And in fact, they are going to use their legendary action to take 30 feet of movement towards you, Ari.
Oh shit.
Somebody can move him 30 feet closer.
Can I?
Can I try for opportunity from Val?
That would, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Except I don't want to like attack him. I want to grab onto him.
Yeah,
and
you can make a grapple. It's an attack. Yeah, absolutely.
18 on the die, so that's gonna be a. Sorry, it's a grapple, so it's not.
No, so you have to hit. Go ahead and make an athletics check now. Make an athletics check now.
Athletics. 22.
22. As he steps away, you grab onto the little leather elements that are kind of studded to protect his thighs, and you grab on, and you are now like trailing, almost like he is a helicopter, and you are like following
like
on the ladder.
When Dad's got his robe on and you grab onto the back.
Very much so. So you are now like just over the edge of the lava swinging, but you are there. Or you see Valis trailing the fire giant as they storm towards you. But that is the end of Ori's turn. That brings us to Alina. Alina, you see this fire giant suddenly get real mad at Ori.
Oh, and I move the rest of my movement.
Yeah. And then Valis follows.
Yeah, man. Okay. Cool. All right. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oop. Oh no.
You can put yourself next to him.
It's like
Yeah.
seeing, yeah.
I've been trying in the off days to like flatten them down, but it's tough.
I could iron it maybe with something.
Maybe.
Anyway. I'll just pass.
Okay, make your attack rolls.
Which is a big sheet of plexiglass.
19 and a 21.
A 19 misses, a 20. Oh no, sorry, a 19 and a 21 both hit.
Oh, yeah.
The king does not have the AC of the dreadnought.
Shane, what happened to that dreadnought anyways?
He's sleeping.
22 points of force damage and 3 bludgeoning.
Very nice. 25 total. They're starting to look pretty rough. For the very first time, even as they storm towards Ori, they are beginning to look a little uncertain. That's crazy. Alina, that is your turn. That brings us to this individual who, I mean, things have shifted now. So they are going to reach up to this prayer bead. Hold on a second here. And Ori, since you are the source of that damage, they pluck off the bead a black amber bead, or off the string a black amber bead, and holding on to it, they're going to move 30 feet closer and then throw it towards you. Can you go ahead and for me make an intelligence saving throw?
Intelligence save. Oh, that's actually.
He's
Is
moving
it
30
against
feet
being
closer
charmed
to
by any
Ori.
chance?
No, he threw it 30 feet at already.
No, he said he's moving 30 feet.
Ooh,
and
then I have advantage.
Is the fire giant moving?
Yes.
30 feet towards Ori?
Correct.
And then he throws the thing.
All right, 21.
Okay. Ori, as they throw this thing, you can see all of a sudden it is like the orb opens up and the entire landscape around you shifts and turns, and all of a sudden for just a moment you see the Tower of the Crimson Mage looming up before you, and in the doorway you see two very familiar figures. And then all at once you realize this is an illusion. It has no hold over you, and though you do still take 23 points of psychic
I'm
damage,
still down.
half to 11. How much health do you have?
No way.
Half to 11.
One for each of those motherfuckers.
You push away this level 6 mental prison and manage to keep yourself upright
The body
at
is
the same
weak, but the
time.
will is strong.
That is their bonus action, as they are not close enough to take a swing. As an action, they will dash forwards and get to within base contact of you, or they loom up. The axe goes wide up. That is their whole turn. You would imagine, since they have their legendary action back, this cleave is coming towards you pretty quick. But that is the end of their turn. That brings us to Billy. Billy,
Maybe he'll
you're still stable.
Hi.
Valis, what would you like to do? Yeah.
Oh man. I want to try to take those beads.
Okay.
Tell me what
Make a sleight of hand check.
I want things.
And make it at advantage.
Ooh.
Because he's attacking me, right?
Okay.
No.
Because
Because Valis is cool and he's doing a cool thing.
Because
He gets a cool advantage.
Sort of affinity. for the
13.
methods, perhaps.
Sleight of hand.
A 13.
13.
Not high enough. You go to grab it. You try to tug it off, but it's too heavy in its giant form. As you pull it, though, you feel the two remaining beads just kind of pop up like they're trying to help you get it off, but it doesn't quite get off. And you hear, you remind me of my cousin a little bit, and he could do this too, but it took him a couple tries, so just don't. And he just keeps going. And now that you're close to the beads, they just keep talking to you. But that is his entire turn, which does bring us to, Valis. That is your action. You still have movement. You still have a bonus action.
All right. Bonus action. Try to take the beads. I know I can't.
Not able to do, unfortunately.
I am going to try to stay on Fire Giant.
Okay.
So I can try to grab him again next turn.
You're riding him right now.
Oh, okay.
You're okay right now.
Okay.
Until he tries to actively shuck you off or does something that might provoke you to fall off, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll just stay where I am.
Okay, you ride this fire giant. That is your turn, Valis. That brings us up to the top of the round. The lava rises.
So it's basically up to like here now.
This is all gone. He sinks beneath the fire. This is gone. This is now level.
So this is like this.
The tops of these are now level. The tops of, this is all just wall straight up.
Yeah.
The crystals are gone. That is now level with the ground. And you could actually pull that last platform down, as that is now almost all the way risen up. The ceiling, the roof rather, is only 120 feet up now.
You want us to replace this with just level ground?
Yeah, if you want, that'd be great. Thank you. So quick battle scene change here. Thank you guys so much. The lava rises up, crawling over, and you can hear the rocks of the ruins behind cracking and popping underneath as they break.
To make me feel a little better. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
But that is the lair action. Minka, you are in Cheshire's arms. You are up. The lava is rising towards you, however, and you can feel the heat quite intensely. What do you want to do?
Is the fire giant king within 120 feet of me? It looks like yes.
Yeah,
All right. I have, because
it's
of
90 feet.
because of my class, I have one guiding bolt that is not a slotted. I'm gonna cast guiding bolt
Okay.
on the king. Before I do so, Minka's gonna think for a second and be like, "Will this cause Cheshire to drop me?"
Probably not.
Okay, cool. Guiding bolt on the king.
There you go. So in Cheshire's arms, Cheshire, I'm imagining, is kind of like Superman carrying you over. And so from the arms, you have to kind of reach over Cheshire's shoulder. And so it glows bright in your hand. Make your attack roll.
With the lava fishes.
Oh, okay, I swear to God, if this kills Valis, I'm just gonna leap. I'm gonna just leap to the lava myself. Okay, no, it didn't kill Valis, but it probably hit because it's 17 on the dice with a +8.
That absolutely hits. Yeah, roll damage on that.
All right, so that is technically first level because it casts at the lowest one, which is 46. Getting shit out of the way. Oh god. That is 17 points of radiant damage.
17 points of radiant.
And he is glowing.
Nice.
Ooh.
It's looking real rough. And as the glow takes over, you can now see, it's hard to see in the charcoal-like skin, but with the inner glow, you see slashes and burns, all these marks. They're looking rough. Almost glowing from within. It's like an x-ray. But that is Minka's turn.
Yeah, because I'm just hanging out with Cheshire.
There you go, Cheshire. It is your turn. You hold Minka.
Moving toward Billy.
Okay. The Cheshire Express making its way. Pink sparkles, glitter floating in the back.
Action included.
Okay, 30 more
All the way
feet.
over.
And then any bonus action?
6.
If I
Basically
can
right
get
to
up
there.
to Billy.
I don't think you can get up to Billy, unfortunately.
You can get to
That's
like
full,
here.
yeah.
Like
Within 5
melee
feet.
touch of Billy, or okay.
Yeah, just out of range. Anything else, Cheshire?
Yeah.
Bonus action.
Ooh.
Valis, you see a glance from Cheshire,
inspired.
and you feel inspired as Cheshire rescues Minka from the flame. It's almost like it's almost. That's exactly what it is. That is Cheshire's turn. That brings us to Ori. Ori, from where you are, this individual now looms over top of you.
So I'm in base attack range, right?
You, I believe, are because he moved up to be base with you. At the moment, for what it's worth, the lava rising up is getting real close to.
Yeah. So do I get advantage from Valis being on him?
Yes. I wish you wouldn't say it like that. But yes.
Great. Bonus action.
Is Valis threatening? Yes.
Bonus action. Disengage.
Okay.
So boop, 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 boop. As I'm moving back, I'm just gonna kind of gently nudge Billy's body back to get Billy into a more safe.
You are
kind of
dead.
area.
So Billy feels both like
And then
pleased and yet indignant.
I'm gonna take a shot at this guy's eyes again.
Yeah, make an attack roll.
$25.
That is a hit. Even aiming at the eyes, even this narrower target, that is a hit.
All right. And let's get some good numbies out here. Those are middling numbies.
Middle numbies. Below average numbies.
Yes.
That's better than minimal numbers.
That is true. Nominal
Take the
numbers.
numbies that
18 points of
18?
pierces.
I mean, that's still pretty good. Ori, as you fire, you get it straight into the eye, and they're able to close their eye right before the arrow goes in, but it plunges in, and you can still see it like sinks through the lid, scratching whatever is underneath. They are blinded for one turn as they have to work to get this out. So if somebody could put blinded on them.
Blinded.
Anything else, Ori?
I'm gonna be like, I told you I'm not dying yet. I'm gonna kind of like kick
You can take
Billy
Billy's.
more over.
Okay. Just kick Billy a little bit more.
Not like kick, but
Oh,
you know,
you
just
look
like
down as Ori
using
just
my
kicks
heel-
Billy.
Using my heel to gently nudge her back
Shooting at the giant, kicking
Out
Billy
of-
behind.
out of harm's way.
Technically a
and closer to getting
multi-attack.
above
That is
level.
Ori's turn. Alina, what would you like to do?
Well, this all seems well under control.
Then all the other fire giants up be like, our turn.
I'm gonna start short resting.
I'll start summoning Rez again.
Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast.
Make your attack
You've
rolls.
got no resources. Eldritch Blast. That's gonna be a 21
That hits.
and a 27.
That also hits.
Alright, so that's 16 points of force damage and 3 bludgeoning.
19 total.
Yes?
Okay.
That's detect.
You throw these Eldritch Blasts from high above. It hits him first in the chest and then again in the shoulder. And Valis, you have to like slide around to the side to avoid being hit. And your momentum sliding and Alina's shots almost pulls him off his feet. He is still up, but he is looking real bad now.
Can't believe this is happening.
Anything else, Alina?
What is the general murmur of the crowd above? Is there
None.
Oh wow, there's
And you're closer than you ever have been. Where you are right now, it's only 120 feet up, and you hear nothing.
Okay.
That is.
So it's still my turn,
Yeah.
right? So I'm gonna call out. Oh god, no, I'm not gonna call out anything.
Okay, that is your turn. That brings us to this individual. Let's see.
What?
They have exactly
up for an
Tongues is an hour, I think. Yeah.
left, neither of which will help. So they are going to, now feeling Valis on their back and having this imposed advantage several times, they're going to reach up and attempt to grapple you. At disadvantage, they're going to make their first attack.
because they
Pose or an attack?
So first it's an attack to hit, and then it becomes an opposed. They're not going to deal damage. It becomes the contested check. So a 30 hits.
Yes.
Make an
Yes,
athletics
it
check,
does.
please.
Okay. Oh man, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Oh
They
man.
rolled bad.
Let's see. I'm gonna. Yeah. Still may not make it. What kind of check was it?
It's an athletics check.
Athletics check. Let's see. 17.
17, they reach back and they grab onto you and wrench you free. Your hands just leave this bead and you can just hear, but really it just kind of goes away. But they pull you away, kind of holding you 10 feet out. They pull you in front and then taking the axe, they're just going to slam you with the axe.
disadvantage.
Well, so that's flat because that would be at advantage otherwise. Ooh, that was almost a natural one. However, that is going to be a 29 to hit.
I think that hits.
And so you are going to be taking. Don't like that one. You are taking 12, 13, 22 points of slashing damage. He slashes Valis, and you see the axe just right into the chest. It goes through the armor and into flesh, and then he pulls it out, and Valis is unconscious. A ragdoll in the hands. He is going to. He's going to continue to hold you, actually. And that is all that he can do. That is going to bring us to Billy. Actually, yeah, that's going to bring us to Billy. Billy, you are successfully stable.
Thank you.
That brings us to
Difficult
Valis.
roll.
Oh. Death checks?
Yeah.
Success.
Okay. All right. One success. That brings us to the top of the round. First, the ground shakes and you see rocks spit and fall. Give me 1 second. Let me remember what that was. Nobody's on the ground, and so it doesn't even matter. Yet again, the lair action. So the only lair action that seems like it's really going to matter at this point, as long as you guys are flying. Oh, or you're on the ground. Make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. I don't like those.
The air overhead thunders and vibrates, and the ground around you shakes.
That's good.
That's pretty good.
I think it's flat because I'm a little weaky. 19.
You manage to keep your feet, needing to stay in front. Otherwise, you would have fallen on Billy, and you're not sure if that would kill them. Looking at how they are,
that would have been rough.
But you are fine. That is the lair action, Minka.
All right. Still in Cheshire's hands.
Yeah.
I can't really do much, so I'm just gonna cast guidance on Cheshire
Okay.
because that's all I can really do within touch contact.
So in this moment, with nothing left, you just hug Cheshire, who is holding you aloft, and the guidance transfers over. Cheshire, what would you like to do?
I'll make my way over to Billy,
Okay.
and as a bonus action, fish out the greater healing potion that I have been storing.
There you go.
Shove it in.
So you just shove this greater healing potion into Billy's mouth. It is
4d4?
I believe so, yeah. Because 3 is base, so 4 is the next one.
Great, but 13.
13. I mean, that's 13 more health than Billy had. Billy, you are back up.
And very, very, very much grumbling.
Yeah.
Cure wounds Ori.
Okay.
Hey.
Ori, you manage to keep your feet. You step back to defend Billy, and then you see above you, Cheshire pulls this healing potion out, flies low, and just right into Billy's mouth, and at the same time just mumbles at you, and somehow you feel a little better.
12.
Ooh, you feel a lot better. Loud mumbles.
Still flying, still holding Minka unless she tells me to put her down. Okay. Moving the rest of the way into the corner.
Okay.
That way.
Excellent. That is Cheshire's turn. This pink ball of healing that is floating through. That brings us to Ori.
All right.
Alina, you're on deck.
Do I still have advantage right now because he's blinded? Is it until the end of my turn?
Oh, you
have
were
to leave your
blinded. Did
turn.
you attack me with disadvantage?
I did, yeah.
So I have
Not for that reason. He had
So do I have
disadvantage
advantage now?
Oh, okay.
With the does blinded give me advantage against
No.
him? Okay. Then I'm gonna steady aim to get advantage.
There you go.
Make my attack for his other eye. That's gonna be a 28 to hit,
28 hits.
and still not good numbies. That's how much? Math, man. I believe it is 12 points of pierces.
Okay.
And that is it for that.
Ori, tell us how it happened.
So, seeing now that everyone is back, we are all fucking bloodied as fuck, but standing. I'm gonna.
Billy's done.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Valis is like.
Valis, yeah, so I guess
Dying.
Valis is in the hand, right? Above the platform or above the lava?
Above, because he was swinging at you. Yeah.
Gonna shoot the hand first
Okay.
to get him to release Valis and then shoot his other eye.
Okay. So you step back to guard Billy. Cheshire comes over and healing you and Billy. You realize all of a sudden in this point, he only has one eye left. And from where you are, if you shoot him, he's going to drop Valis straight into the lava. And so you shoot him first in the wrist, and you hear the bone snap as it does. does, and as the hand almost like lolls over uncomfortably, he drops Valis, who slams into the concrete, but is still alive. This individual, as he begins to like roll back, you fire again, and this arrow goes straight into the eye, and now both eyes shut. He falls back into the lava, and though the lava does no damage, he begins to slowly sink.
Are we out of combat?
You are out of combat.
I go get the beads.
Alina flies over to get the beads.
Third level healing word on Valis.
Valis is healed, and so you fall, and Valis, you come to consciousness, boom, right into the rocks, but are alive.
If the beads are not gotten, I will also try to get the beads.
You turn, and you can see.
I need a
just
hand.
got
I
Alina
went
has
and
the
got them
beads.
because I'm
Oh, okay.
flying.
No.
I'm going to give them to you. Don't worry.
No. Like in case it, more attempts to get it.
And
in case they
now-
come in.
Once Alina comes back, Billy's gonna throw her a bardic inspiration.
Okay, bardic inspiration goes over to Alina.
I'm overdressed for the occasion.
In this moment, I told you. That's fantastic.
We dressed in funeral garb because we were sure, but here we are.
In this moment, as he is sinking down to the ground, you grab these prayer beads. Alina,
Oh, thank you.
you don't hear anything in your head, but there is a certain magic thrum that pulses through this, unlike anything that you've ever touched before. This is a potent magical item, and there is something about it that seems to be tugging towards Valis. But because it is 9:50 and you guys survived a tremendous combat,
That was
which I completely resigned to going into Duskwalkers 100%
I thought, yeah.
about midway through. Fantastic. We're going to end for the evening. So thank you for joining us for this incredibly tense. I'm like physically tired after that combat. We're going to be back next week for a little Black Friday session, as it turns out, playing more Courts of Everest. Please stay safe and join us on Thursday on our YouTube for Feast of the Noble Vale. We'll see you next week. Stay safe.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye.